Good afternoon, everyone, and this a warm welcome from Holloways Park here today for this Evo 6 Southern Premier League match on Boxing Day. We hope you've had some fantastic times yesterday. Most probably eaten too much, drunk too much, had loads of presents and socks and stuff that you most probably didn't want. So what better to do than on Boxing Day? If you're not already here, then come and listen to us and we'll give you all the commentary from today's game. This is Rebels Radio. My name is Aid. Joining me in the commentary position is Will.
Hello, Merry Christmas to everyone.
Good, and we are brought to you in conjunction with My Football Club and also the Slough Town Supporters Trust. And we'll bring you all the action of the game as it goes on. We'll just run through some team news for you as well, just to make you aware that Hungerford is the next game, which is away on the 2nd of January. Now, we're not 100% sure at the moment whether we will be broadcasting from Hungerford. Their setup there doesn't really allow much broadcast. Last year we had to do it. Thankfully, I think it was the May bank holiday or April bank holiday as it was, and we were outside. So if we are still outside and there's a possibility of rain, then there's obviously no way we're going to electrocute ourselves for the good of the radio, although some people most probably would like that. But we'll see how that goes, and you'll see a tweet or a message somewhere along the lines. I'll start with today's team, starting with our visitors from just down the road. Chesham United will be playing in claret and blue shirts, claret socks and claret shorts. In goal for them is Shane Gore. 2 is George Casey. 3, Toby Little. 4, Nick Besant. 5, ex-Rebel Curtis Uja. 6, ex-Rebel Adam Martin. 7 is Dave Pearce. 8, Matt Taylor. 9, Ryan Blake. 10, Barry Howes, and captain number 11 is Bruce Wilson. Their substitutes: 12, Kevin Bossman. 14, Sam Young. 15, Stephen Hamilton Forbes. 16 is new signing from Barnet, Joe Gator. And 17 is Jamie Eames. For the Rebels today, there is a change from last week's first starting 11 against Poole. In goal is Mark Scott. 2 is Ryan Case. 3 is Nathan Fox. 4 and captain is Guy Hollis. 5 is Dan Hicks. 6, Nathan Webb. 7, Lewis Putman. 8, James Jepson. 9, Charlie Empire, making his return to the side. Wearing number 10 is Scott Harris. And 11 is Sean Fraser. Substitutes for the Rebels: Justin Clayton is 12. Jai Dillon is 14. Gherkin Gottman 15. And 2-goal hero from that game against Poole, George Hanahan, wears 16. Referee today is Joshua Ainscoe. And his assistants are Lee Jessup and Laurentu Hante. I'm hoping that's how I pronounce it. If it isn't, my apologies to the linesman. He's not listening, though, obviously, because he's in the dressing room. We're just waiting for the players and stuff to come out here today. Will, looking forward to today's game?
Yep, definitely. I think Boxing Day games is always a local derby game. It's usually a pretty good game. So hopefully you'll see some goals today.
Yeah, this is the 158th meeting between the two sides. And Chesham will be looking to add to their solitary one away win so far this season in the league. Obviously, they've had a very well-documented cup run in the FA Cup and the FA Trophy, which they've done some particularly good away results from. But we'll see how it goes today. You expecting Slough to turn the tide against Chesham in the run of games and how they've gone?
Well, in the last couple of years, we haven't done particularly well against them. But if you look at the overall record in the 157 games we have played, it's quite even. Slough won 69 in 27 draws, and Chesham won 61. And the goals being pretty even between the two teams. So
yeah,
hopefully we'll turn around the recent results, but we did win against them in our last game out.
And I would say it's always best to come to a game, because at the moment Slough seem to be either scoring or conceding goals for fun. At the moment in the form table for the last 10 games, Slough have won 4, drawn 3, lost 3. They've only kept 1 clean sheet in those 10 games, but they are the only team in the Southern Premier League in the last 10 games played to score in every single game. And in those 10 games, Slough have scored 23 and conceded 23. And that's the top amount of goals between any team. For Chesham fans, you in the last 10 games, you've won 4, drawn none and lost 6. Kept 2 clean sheets, failed to score twice, scored 17, led in 20. So it looks like it may be a fairly even game, very much like the first game back at Chesham early in the year.
Yeah, I think I was a 1-1 draw. I wasn't there on the day, but listening to the commentary, and it's a quite even game. We've been played them in the League Cup, I think, at Slough, and we won 3-0. There's goals there as well. So hopefully we'll see some goals today and entertainment, and Have a good Christmas for everyone.
So there is one other game in our league that's currently being played. The latest we have is it's Dunstable 0, Hitchin 0. That was a 1 o'clock kickoff, so that should be pretty much close to being done. Other games in our league today is Bedworth versus Leamington, Bideford versus Poulton Biggleswade versus St Neots, Cambridge versus Histon is postponed. Cambridge play at St Ives. Their pitch hasn't survived that one. Chippenham versus Hungerford, Frome versus Poole, Kings Lynn versus Kettering, Merthyr versus Cirencester, Slough versus Chesham, Stratford versus Redditch, and most will be the biggest derby. I think you're going to see the biggest crowd of the day in the Southern Premier will be at Weymouth for the Weymouth versus Dorchester derby, which is always one of the. It's quite a local, so I think there's only about 8 to 10 miles between the two teams in distance.
Over 1,000, doesn't it?
Yeah, so they'll be expecting a big crowd there for this bank holiday. The weather it's not raining. The pitch isn't actually too bad here at Holloways Park. It is quite dry. There is a little bit of a patch in the I don't know how you pronounce it, but towards the stand end behind the goal, there's a tiny little patch of water, but everything else is dried out. So there was never any doubt that this game would continue or go on. So we'll bring you all the action. If you do want to get in contact with us, if you are a member of My FC, then you can contact us on the Matchday chat room. If not, then contact us on Twitter, and it's at MyFC Rebels Radio, all one word, all lowercasing. And we're just waiting for the fans to come out and play. There we go. They come out now. Here they come. Do you want to run through the teams for the fan listeners out there, please, Will?
So Chesham United, we have in goal Shane Gore, number 2 George Casey, number 3 Toby Little, number 4 Nick Besant, number 5 Curtis Uja, number 6 Adam Martin, number 7 Dave Pearce, number 8 Matt Taylor, number 9 Ryan Blake, number 10 Barry Hales, and number 11 Bruce Wilson, who's also captain for that Chesham team. Substitutes, we've got number 12 Kelvin Bossman, number 14 Sam Young, number 15 Stephen Hamilton Forbes, number 16 Joe Gator, and number 17 Jamie Eames. For Slough Town, in goal we have Mark Scott, number 2 Ryan Case, number 3 Nathan Fox, number 4 and captain of the Slough Town sides Guy Hollis, number 5 is Dan Hicks, number 6 is Nathan Webb, number 7 is Lewis Putman, number 8 is Jamie Jepson, number 9 is Charlie MP, number 10 Scott Harris, and number 11 Sean Fraser. Substitutes for Slough Town, number 12 Justin Clayton, number 14 Jay Dillon, number 15 Gherkin Gockman, and number 16 George Hallahan.
Yeah, I think there's just one slight little change to that. I think that's on our team sheet that we've got. Guy Hicks is down as captain. Guy Hollis is down as captain. It looks like Dan Hicks will be the captain for the Rebels. He's got the armband on at the moment, so that's just a mistake on our team sheets. And I think that we're expecting a big crowd here. It looks a lot fuller than it normally does. I got here about 1:45, and the normal car park was quite full. I know you got here about 20 past 2, Will, and you said the car parks were full down the side?
Yeah, all down the side of the road where everyone normally parks. It was all full. Normally it doesn't happen until about 10-15 minutes before the match. This was 40 minutes before the match, so looks like everyone's starting to come out of the bar, and it does look like it's going to be a good turnout here today.
Yeah, so we're just waiting for the referee, Mr. Ainscoe, to just having a little chat to his referees. He looks quite a young referee, so he's got I don't know if he's got blonde highlights or if he's just got fair hair, but he's just chatting to the two captains at the moment. So Wilson and Hicks just going for the formalities. Slough in their usual home kit of yellow and blue. Some more fans just make their way round here, and we'll just wait to see which way whoever kicks round. There's a couple of players just on the far side getting some last minute advice from the Chesham manager there.
And one thing to note is the cameraman is back today, so there will be match highlights in the near future. And
so the toss has been decided. It will be Slough will be shooting from right to left, so shooting their favourite way. They'll be shooting from the stand end towards the little stand end behind the goal, and Slough will also have the kick-off as well. So Slough is just standing over the ball. Putman and Scott Harris. Just as the influx of fans just start to make their way around. Just waiting for the referee just to make sure everything's happy to start the game. Is he going to be underway? Where are you going to go? Come on, ref. I don't know what he's waiting for. Well, there's a problem with the linesman on the far hand side. There you go, he's in position. We're just waiting. Go on, get on with it. Still not playing it. What's he waiting for? So there you go. So the game kicks off. Slough going to try and release Empire on the first left-hand side. The first touch is to Adam Martin. Gives it to Barry Hales. And Hales just plays it back to Adam Martin. And Adam Martin just plays that ball straight out of play. And Slough will have a throw-in here right by our commentary position, which Nathan Fox will take. And Fox in his third game for the Rebels since coming down. Just throws the ball on, looking for Empire. It's bounced through, it's cleared first, and then Empire wins the second header. Hits Casey, comes through to Adam Martin. Martin closed down by Lewis Putman. Ball's played forwards. I can't say because someone's in the way.
Held off Dan Hicks and Barry Hales put a cross in, but Mark Scott captured that one easily for Slough.
Yeah, Mark's got in his a nice green outfit today, and no luminous orange. He's even got black boots on today. Rolls the ball out this time towards Ryan Case. Ball's just played forwards. It's bounced all the way through to Empire. Empire will play and release Fox. Fox just on the Slough halfway, crossing the halfway line, gives it to Putman. Putman's first touch of the ball. Turns, gets caught by two players. He's going to just try and release Scott Harris down the line, but just can't keep that in play. It's out for a throw-in. And it does look like there's a fair old sized crowd here today, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's filling up.
So just waiting for the throw-in to come in on this far-hand side. Looks like it's taken by Casey. It's one there by Hicks. Empire trying to flick the ball on, but it comes to no one, and Besant can clear. Poor clearance by him, only as far as Jepson. He just chips the ball over the top, looking for the run of Empire. And Ujar comes over, clears the ball as Empire was just about to burst into the penalty area there. And Slough have a throw-in, just level with the Chesham penalty area. Slough just starting this game a little bit brighter at the moment. It looks like it's going to be a shorter throw, flown in by Fox towards Putman. Putman gets the ball back to Fox. He plays it out to Webb. Webb trying to hit the ball down to Putman. Putman's just crowded out there by three Chesham players, and it's out for a throw-in, and Slough come back 10 yards. And again, Fox will take this throw-in for Slough. About 15 yards inside the Chesham half. Again, looking for Empire, but no one gets to that. Scott Harris is trying to flick it into the path of Lewis Putman. Putman's got the ball. It's cleared there in the end by Besant. And it comes through to Blake. Blake can't control it, and Fox wins the first header back. And then Adam Martin kicks it straight into the face of Jepson. Ball falls kindly to Wilson. Wilson challenged by Scott Harris. And the referee is blown for a foul. And it's a free kick to Chesham, just inside the centre circle. Trying to release Pearce quickly, but just overhit. And that's out for a throw-in to Slough. And I think there was just a bit of argy-bargy with Scott Harris. I think Wilson didn't like the nature of the challenge there by Scott Harris, but we'll go in and we'll give you some scores from around the grounds as they go in as well. Fox again with the throw-in for Slough. It's one to Blake. Blake trying to flick it into Pearce, and then Hale's trying to get there, but Hollis gets in there first. Oh, ball's just bounced on top of the roof. It's still stuck on top of the roof there. So we'll need a new ball, because you ain't going to get that one. And ball, Judy does come over from that far hand side. So it's a throw-in to Chesham, literally right in front of us. It's going to be Matt Taylor with the throw. Looking to put this one into the box. Aims it deep inside there to Blake. It's well won by Hicks. Comes to the far hand side. Scott Harris trying to nudge the ball on. It's put back into the danger zone by Casey. And under a bit of pressure there from Ryan Blake, Mark Scott catches the ball. He rolls the ball out, trying to release Ryan Case on the attack. Case has got Blake charging back over him. Ryan Case across the halfway line. Gives it back to Webb. Webb trying to flick the ball over to Empire. Empire trying to give the ball to Fraser, playing on that right wing position. It's come out now towards Nathan Fox. Fox gives the ball to Putman. Putman just turns back, gives it back to Fox. And so he's just closed down by Pearce. He's just dinked that over the top, looking for the run of Scott Harris. And Ujar comes across, and it's the first corner of the game, goes to Slough. And Lewis Putman will go over to take that one. Slough just playing some good football there on this left-hand side, Will.
Yeah, definitely looking to start on the left-hand side to get Putman's pace and trickery into the game. Fortunately, he hasn't been able to keep the ball down. He's had to volley it a couple of times, but Slough with corner here. Yeah,
out-swinging corner here from the Rebels. It's going to go deep. It's headed towards goal by Hicks. It's cleared, and it's hit on the hand. It's handball, wasn't it? Oh, it was blocked on the line somehow by Chesham, and the referee has decided it's a free kick to Chesham in there somewhere. Hicks had the header. It looked like he hit MP and came back. I couldn't see who it was that had the shot, but it seemed to be blocked twice on the line by two Chesham players. But somewhere in that melee, the referee has seen a foul of some kind, and it's going to be a goal kick to Chesham United as more fans just make their way through. Some Chesham fans behind the goal. Nice to see them coming down here. So Gore with his first touch of the game, long kick aimed towards Ryan Blake, well won by Hollis. Adam Martin beaten to the ball by Jepson, then Webb wins the ball for Slough, gives it into the path of Scott Harris, just trying to play in MP just slightly behind him. Webb's got the ball, just takes a touch off the referee. He's literally on the centre circle, playing the ball over the top, looking for the run of Empire. It's well defended there by Little, and it's out for a throw-in on the far hand side. Ryan Case will take this one. The Slough fans behind that goal making a little bit of noise. Case has got a long throw if he needs it. Just plays it short to Fraser. Fraser back towards Case. Case just dummies. Uses his body to try and he hits the ball straight at Dave Pearce. And then the ball's released here for Ryan Blake, just inside his own half. He's trying to release Casey, but just plays the ball behind him. Gets the ball back to Ryan Blake. Blake immediately closed down by Jepson. Plays it into Adam Martin. Adam Martin challenged by Scott Harris. And Slough have won the ball. Jepson's got the ball. He's going to try and release it into Empire. Oh, there's a good challenge on the far hand side there by the left back Toby Little on Charlie Empire. Ball's back with Nathan Fox over Slough inside the Chesham half. He's run past Ryan Blake. He's still got the ball. He's going to try and go past Casey. Does well. He's gone past him as well. He's got Ujar in front of him now. He's going all the way down to the byline. Can he get across? I can't see. It's right in the far corner. Slough have won another corner in that far hand side. Slough putting some pressure on here early on the Chesham defence, and that was a cracking tackle by the left back Little there on Charlie Empire.
Yeah, it was a great through ball by James Jepson looking for Charlie MP. He was about to pull the trigger, but Toby Little coming in with a slide tackle out of nowhere. That was a great tackle it was.
Yeah, Slough
ball back.
Slough got an out-swinging corner here, again being taken by Lewis Putman. This last time he went to Lahire, it's gone back towards Hicks. Hicks just can't get a touch to that one, and Besant will have the chance to clear for Chesham up the line, and then Slough won the ball back. And it's gone out of throw off Chesham player, and Slough will have a throw in on the far hand side. We've got a goal there's a lot of local derbies obviously on Boxing Day. Biggleswade 1, St Neots 0. Ball smashed home apparently by Ini Effiong. So from a penalty apparently. That looks like the only goal that we've got so far in the game. It's going to be a throw for Slough on the far hand side. Still waiting for the ball to come back in. It's going to be Ryan Case to take it for the Rebels. Just flows it in quickly to Fraser, but he's beaten off the ball by Wilson. Plays it down the line, and it's come through to Pearce. Pearce can turn on that far hand side, trying to release the ball over, but that's out of play, and Slough will have a throw in, literally just on the halfway line. And John Underwood just jogs down to retrieve the ball, who I believe is expecting, him and his wife are expecting their first baby in the very near future, so we wish Mrs. Underwood well if she's listening. So if you hear us say that John Underwood just rushes off somewhere, then that's the reason why. It's a long throw in there by Case. It's won by Martin. It'll come back towards Case. He's just going to flip this ball over the top. It's a bit of a mixture there, and it's come through to Jepson. Jepson does well, but the ball's cleared. It's been hit straight at him, and then Chesham can break, but Nathan Webb does really well. Good play by the Slough midfield. Then releases Lewis Putman on this left-hand side. He's going to try and go past Casey. He's running into the corner. Plays the ball off Casey. It's out for a throw-in, and Slough again putting some pressure on Chesham. Chesham not really keeping the ball well.
Yeah, Slough had all the plays, all been in the Chesham half. Slough creating the chances early on. Let's see if we can make the most of one of them.
Another goal in the Biggleswade St Neots game. That seems to be the place to go. Biggleswade 2, St Neots 0. Burnett with a goal. The ball's just thrown in by Slough, and it's just gone straight through past everyone into the arms of Shane Gore, who just launches a long throw into the path of Toby Little. Bearing down on him is Charlie Empire, crossing the halfway line, trying to release Barry Hales on that far hand side. Hales plays a lovely ball into Ryan Blake. He was miles offside there. Good play by Hales, but surely you would have expected Ryan Blake to realise he was a good 3 or 4 yards offside when he made that run.
Yeah, I think he's probably got the pace to make sure he stays on side and then trust himself to beat the defenders. This time he had a chance to look down the line, but he didn't. And a bit of a let off for Slough. And Chesham's first real chance of the game.
Yes, so Slough with this free kick taken just inside their penalty area by Mark Scott. Still remains here after 10 minutes, 0-0. Long ball forwards. It's looking again for Empire. Empire beaten to the ball by Besant. It comes through, though, to Nathan Fox. Fox gives it to Putman. Putman's just trying to run at goal here. He's going to try and cut inside. just loses the ball and tries to give it to Fraser. Fraser up against Adam Martin. Fraser does well, plays it into the path of Nathan Webb. Webb on that far right-hand side, just dinking the ball over. It's only as far as Wilson, though. And Wilson can clear for Chesham, looking for Barry Hales. Guy Hollis comes across for Slough and defends that well, just chips the ball down the line, but out of play and out for a Chesham throw. But Slough got the better of the pressure maybe at this first time in possession.
Yeah, definitely. With a couple of good chances from that first corner of the game, where 3 attempts blocked off the line, and referee decided to give a free kick to Chesham when it looked like it could have been a handball.
So the ball's with Adam Martin. It was poor touch by Adam Martin, and it's just hit Lewis Putman, and he's hit it from the halfway line, gone all the way back to Mark Scott. Mark Scott not too sure whether he's allowed to pick it up, so he just chests the ball down and then kicks the ball out from the penalty area, just outside his penalty area. Looking again, this time for Scott Harris. Scott Harris having his shirt pulled there by Uja, not seen by the referee, and a back header there by Besant towards his goalkeeper Gore, and Gore just rolls the ball out into the path of the right back Casey. Casey just inside his own half, plays the ball down looking for the run of Hales. Hicks there does well to reach the ball and heads it out of play. Hales just appreciating that long ball down there by the right back. It's a throw in for Chesham, which Pearce looks like is he going to leave it. Yeah, he's going to leave this for Matt Taylor to take the throw. So Curtis Ujar comes up for Chesham. And Barry Hales has just elbowed Dan Hicks in the chest there, and I think the referee's just going to have a quiet word with both of them. But I clearly saw, from our viewpoint, Hales clearly elbow him in the chest. It wasn't like the hardest elbow you've ever seen, but he clearly caught him. And the referee just gives both players a talking to and then tells them to go back to where they were. And it will be a throw-in for Chesham, which Matt Taylor will take level with the Slough penalty area. Again, it's played into the middle. There's a lot of clearance cleared there by Jepson. But only Chesham players are underneath it. It comes back out to Taylor. Taylor trying to turn Putman, but Putman sticks a leg out. Does well to win the ball, but it's out for a throw-in again. Taylor will take. Again, long throw going into the box. There's a lot of tangling there. Webb with the clearance for Slough. Only as far as Scott Harris. Harris just plays what hits Wilson on the back. He does well. Gets a lucky ricochet. Still got the ball. He beats off the challenge of Webb. He's still playing the ball up in the air, but Hollis comes across with a clearance. Only as far as Little plays the ball down, but again Ryan Case wins the ball. Plays the ball down. It hits it straight back at Little. It looks like two of them are just playing passy to each other. Ball is finding out play on the far hand side. Ryan Case will take the throw, and it's level with the Slough home dugout, and Case just lobs the ball forward looking for Empire. Empire heads it into the air, and Adam Martin just skies that ball high up into the air. Barry Hales does a really good header. He's put it in towards Ryan Blake. Ryan Blake here now got 3 Slough players with him. Oh, great defending there by Dan Hicks. He does really well there. He's given away a throw in, but it could have been a lot worse.
Yeah, it's a great tackle when coming back, but Blake's got the ball now and passed it back to Casey. He's going to look to put the cross in. Hits
it straight at Jepson. It comes off Jepson, and Mark Scott beats the on-rushing Matt Taylor to the ball. And Chesham just starting to get into this game a little bit with that ball over the top. Hales with a good header for Blake, and Blake just showing his speed as Mark Scott kicks the ball down. It's a poor kick. It's well won by Chesham. It's come through to Taylor. Taylor up against Jepson, gives it to Hales. Hales again looking for the run of Dave Pearson. It's just over hit a little bit too fast for Pearce, who's normally a right winger, just running through the centre there. And Mark Scott has got the ball, and he's just waiting in his penalty area. He's taking his time with the ball, isn't he? He's just drops the ball out. It looks like Chesham are maybe playing with a 3 up front at the moment. Pearce plays the ball down. It's won by Chesham towards Pearce. Pearce just in running goes past Hicks easily. Still got the ball. He's got a couple of players. He's got Ryan Case onto his side. He's giving it to the overlap to Matt Taylor. Matt Taylor shoots it across the goal. I think it was a bit of a cross shot. It wasn't on target to the goal, and Ryan Blake maybe just misjudged the speed of that ball there. Couldn't get to the ball. It's gone out for a goal kick, but Slough just defensively not on the ball there.
Yeah, a couple of players trying to swap positions and crossing past, and ended up leaving Dave Pearce with plenty of space to run into on the left-hand side. Played the ball through to Taylor. I'm not sure if it was a cross or a shot on the end. It was slow and bobbling cross goal. Mark Scott felt it was safe to leave it, and Blake didn't quite go for it, and if he had done, he probably could have reached it and tapped it in.
Yeah, it looks like Chesham are just trying to change their formation around a bit. Long clearance by Scott. It's flicked on by Scott Harris, but he's adjudged to a foul. Besant. And it's quite strange that the ref. I think that maybe Scott Harris is just mentioning to the referee that he's been having his shirt pulled quite a lot, which the referee is missing, and the referee just picks up that one tussle there as we're still waiting for a ball to come back. It'll be a free kick to Chesham, which Shane Gore, the Chesham goalkeeper, will take. It's in that spot in between the D of his penalty area and the centre circle. And Gore in a blue goalkeeping outfit turns and just looks to place the ball deep into the Slough area. Long ball forwards. It's a free header for Hicks, who leaves the ball there. Good shout there from Nathan Fox. Left the ball out there, and it's gone out for a Slough goal kick.
No Chesham players near the ball at all there.
But a good shout there by Nathan Fox. Just he's obviously read the situation there and given the good shout for Hicks, who left the ball. And it's out for a goal kick.
And Weymouth has taken the lead against Dorchester in that local
derby. No, it's the other way round. Dorchester have taken the lead at Weymouth.
Read it the wrong way around. My fault.
As Mark Scott plays a long ball down again, looking for him, but still clearly having his shirt pulled there, referee. How can he not see that?
The referee just 2 yards away as well.
I mean, Curtis Lee just wrestling with Charlie Empey, and he's pulling his shirt and pulled him to the ground, and the referee's just standing there smiling. But Slough have a throw in, which Fox will take. It's on the halfway line. Just throws it in again towards Empey. Empey flicking the ball on, trying to find Putman. It comes to Pearce. Can't control it. Slough gains a net 10 yards on that throw in. Again, Fox will take this throw. And Slough just can't believe it that Charlie Empey's just gone up against the player there, and he's adjudged to have fouled when he was being pulled over literally 30 seconds earlier and won absolutely nothing. The referee deemed to be maybe only seeing one side of the game here at the moment.
There's a questionable decision there, but the game will carry on.
So it's a long clearance by Gore. It's well won by Hicks against Martin, and it's a throw in for Chesham.
There's a foul throw there by Casey.
A foul throw? What's going on here?
Yeah,
I haven't seen that for a long time. Just an update. The game to be at is Biggleswade versus St Neots. It's Biggleswade 3, St Neots 0. As Slough get the ball chipped into Empey. Empey flicks the ball on. Besant first to the ball, but it'll come through to Fraser. Fraser gives it to Webb. Back towards Fraser. Fraser releasing Ryan Case on that far hand side. Case does well. Keeps the ball in. Gives it back to Nathan Webb. Webb's immediately closed down by Taylor. Goes well past him. Plays the ball into the middle where Jepson's got a little bit of space. Finds Fox on this left-hand side in acres of space. He can bring the ball a lot further than that. Comes into the penalty area. Goes past Casey. He's going to try and drill the ball in. He does drill it in. It's gone all the way through the penalty area. Nathan Webb will pick that ball up on that far-hand side. And he's got the ball. And he's going to try and play it in through to Ryan Case. And Case just chips the ball in. It's over the head of Gore. Gore just... I think it's gone out of play, though.
Crossing by Nathan Fox just seemed to have made everyone behind.
Yeah, so we've played 19 minutes here at Holloways Park. It's 0-0 in this Boxing Day clash between Slough and Chesham, and the game's just it's just not settling down at the moment. Both teams are having some good chances here, but as of yet, no goals in the game. So just waiting for Gore to take this goal kick. He's not in a hurry at the moment. This time he takes it long and flicks it on towards Blake, and headed back into the arms of Mark Scott. If you just carry on chatting for a second, Will, I'll just sort out this buzzing sound that's affecting the commentary.
Hicks is making his way forwards. Hollis is staying back. And there's a good chance here for South to put a dangerous ball in. Slough got plenty of height, so it caused Chesham problems as they did in that very first corner.
Yeah, so Fox with this free kick for the Rebels, 10 yards inside the Chesham half, indicating he's going to send it in deep. It is deep into the area. Charlie Empire flicks the ball on, falls to Hicks. Hicks drills it goalwards. It takes a deflection off Casey and then rolls into the arms of Shane Gore. And Gore he was looking to try and release quickly there, but just decides against it. And this is where Chesham have maybe changed their forward line. Pierce is playing in a central position. Hicks wins the ball. Him and Hales get caught as Case just clears the ball down the line. Only as far as Casey in towards Fox. So Fox does well, chests the ball down, plays the ball out to Sean Fraser on this near hand side. Fraser's got time and space to run into, gives it to Ryan Case. Case can just bring the ball forwards for Slough, crossing the halfway line, trying to find Scott Harris. Harris holds the ball up, gives it back to Case. Case still charging through, comes back to Scott Harris, up against Adam Martin. Martin with the tackle, and it's going to be out for a Slough throw. And it's a throw just by the away dugout. We'll just see if we can see if there's any more goals around in our league. None here, but seems to be some flying in somewhere. As the ball's just played through there, and it's Scott Harris trying to get to the ball, but it's well-timed run there by Shane Gore. Just wins the ball out and goes the ball, and again he's just looking for this kick. And Pierce just playing off the front two. Ball's played over the head of Hales. Comes through to Blake. Hicks wins that first header. Chesham claiming a foul, but Blake's got the ball. And Wilson slips there, gets back up, but the ball comes through to Martin. Martin with one of those dinks over the ball. He's finding Casey. Casey just crosses the ball in quickly, but overhit and out for a goal kick.
Barry Hales is causing the Slough Town defence a bit of problems with his big, strong physical presence. He's not the tallest, but he's quite big and he's very strong. He's got plenty of experience. He knows how to play against these taller defenders.
Yeah, so Slough will restart the game with a goal kick from Mark Scott. We've played 22 minutes here. It remains Slough 0, Chesham 0. With Slough maybe having a couple of chances cleared off the line, but Chesham having that good chance which wasn't cleared. Adam Martin wins that first header, heads it straight into the stand. Wasn't happy with his header there as we just wait for someone to throw the ball on. Fox will take the throw in for Slough just inside his own half. Flows it towards Empire. Empire's got Adam Martin marking, plays it back towards Fox. Fox can just bring the ball down, gives it to Hicks. Hicks immediately closed down by Pierce, but lays a lovely ball into the path of Ryan Case. Now Ryan Case has got 30-40 yards to travel. He's up against the left back Little, plays it out to Sean Fraser. Fraser can get across in, hits it straight at Nick Besant and out for a corner. Now this will be a corner on the far hand side, and this will be an in-swinging corner. So Putman's put a good couple of corners in from the other side which are out-swinging. This one maybe will go underneath the goalkeeper and just put him in a little bit of danger as he flapped at a ball before that unfortunately gone out of play first.
That's all come from a really good passer by Dan Hicks, who saw the space on the right hand side for Case to run into. And as the cross comes in, the corner comes in, it's been missed by everyone. It's gone on over everyone.
Yeah, Casey with a terrible clearance there. So Fox is underneath. He's just going to let the ball run out of play. So Slough will have a throw in about halfway in. He plays it quickly to Webb. Webb with a poor touch. That gives Adam Martin a chance to clear, but only as far as Hollis. Hollis plays the ball forwards. Curtis Souza wins the ball, but it's fallen to Webb. Webb with a chance to come through. Good challenge there by Adam Martin. Ball now played over the top, looking for a run of Barry Hales. Hales up against Guy Hollis. Hales just using his strength well. Turning. Still got Hollis on his back. Good challenge there by Guy Hollis. It's out for a throw-in. And you're right about Barry Hales. He's using his strength and his experience quite well. Ujar's come forwards for Chesham for this throw, which again will come in from the number 8, Matt Taylor. And again, just only a couple of other players really in the box for Chesham. Adam Martin and Dave Pearce being two. There's all loads of hugging on there. That was Dan Hicks was I think you'd call it the Heimlich manoeuvre on Barry Hales, but the referee didn't see that one, as he hasn't seen a lot of things, to be honest. And the Chesham fans behind the goal claiming for a penalty there, which I think it's one of those ones you see on the Premier League match of the day where players do that, and you think you see it all the time, don't you? So Mark Scott just launches the long clearance down, looking for Empire. Empire flicks it onto Putman. Putman with a touch. Still got a couple of players in front of him. He's got Matt Taylor. He's trying to cross it in. He does get a good cross in. Sean Fraser slips at the far post, and then it's cleared by Pearce and flicked on by Ryan Blake. But Guy Hollis tells Scott to come out, and Scott does. Comes out 10 yards outside his penalty area to get the ball. Looks like he's just going to play the ball back in again. Another long ball forwards looking for Empire. Besant's underneath it, beats Harris to the ball. Then it's beaten by Jepson. Jepson now gives it to Case. Case with a lovely little dink over there, looking for Harris. Harris, good time to chest the ball down, back into the path of Sean Fraser. Fraser just trying to release Ryan Case on the far hand side, but spotted by Pearce. And Pearce plays the ball forwards for Hales. Hales again using his strength, and now it's Ryan Blake versus Hicks. Hicks and Blake. Blake does well. He gets throw-in on the far hand side off Dan Hicks. Slough got to be wary of these two strong forwards with a bit of pace for them. For Chesham United, it's still 0-0 here after 26 minutes, and looks like the Chesham are going to go for a long throw again. This time again, Taylor on the far side, almost level with the. So he does a quick 1-2. Pearce. Pearce has got the time to turn, trying to get a cross in on that far hand side. He turns again, puts it onto his left foot, and Jepson comes across for Slough, clears the ball out, and it's going to be a corner on the far hand side for Chesham.
Yeah, it looked like Matt Taylor was going to take a long throw, and I think a couple of the Slough players switched off. And an option came short, and he took a short throw in instead, which led to Chesham having a chance to cross the ball in. Unfortunately for them, James Jepson was alert to the danger and got there first.
So it's a corner on the far hand side, which will be taken by Pearce. Blake makes a run to a short one, and it is played short to Little on the edge of the penalty area. He's going to dink the ball in. Hales beaten to the ball by Hollis, and then MP can clear with a header for South. And Putman with a lofted clearance there that's 50, 60 yards, and Casey will clear up for Chesham inside. Goes back to his own goalkeeper, Gore, and Gore just he's got plenty of time to just bring the ball out of his penalty area with his feet. Just again looking, Adam Martin just calling for the ball here. Looks like Chesham got 4 up for this goal. Ball it's come through. Hicks wins that one with a great header. Can't direct it, only as far as Casey. Casey trying to play the ball in, but only as far as Fox. Fox to Putman. Fox just calming the game down. Gives it to Putman. Putman, a couple of players on. He's looking for the run of Empire. Poor touch there by Uja, but he does well to get it to the second time. Blake's in an offside position, and Slough just keep the ball with Nathan Fox. Fox cloned down by Blake. Does well to shug off his challenge. Keeps bringing the ball forward. Shugs off yet another challenge. This time a challenge from Adam Martin. Good challenge by Martin, but it's out for a throw in. But Fox made about a 30-yard run there, beating a couple of players. Couldn't get past Adam Martin. But it's a throw-in for Slough. Takes it quickly, looking for Empire. Empire flicking the ball back. Putman and Martin underneath it. Martin with a clearance again, looking for the run of Ryan Blake. But even Usain Bolt wouldn't catch that one.
Yep. Even Ryan Blake's namesake, Johan Blake, wouldn't have got us that one.
Ah, look at that, you see. That's why we bring you in for your youthful expertise. So now we'll have a throw-in deep inside their half, and Weymouth have a chance to equalise in that derby. The Dorchester Twitter person says, for some reason, it's a Weymouth penalty. We're not sure about what Weymouth think. There's a goal. Chippenham 1, Hungerford 0 as Jepson clears the ball down. And Casey wins the ball. Plays it into Pearce. Pearce just looking for the run of Blake over on the far-hand side. Hicks comes across goal side of him. Clears the ball well. Played up towards Scott Harris. And the first time, that's the first time. And then Besant should get a yellow card kicking the ball away. But that's the first time that this referee has spotted Curtis Ujar pulling Scott Harris's shirt.
That's probably the weakest pull of the lot as well.
So Slough have a free kick just inside their own half. Jepson looks like he was going to take it, but he's going to leave it for Fox to take for Slough. We're just waiting for the free kick to come in. He's going to take it quickly. Again, aiming for Empire on that far-hand side. Empire just had his foot trodden on it. Jepson's up against Webb. It's won by Webb, and they're trying to hit it onto Putman. It will come back out to Fox. Fox with good control for Slough inside the Chesham half still. Cuts inside or gives the ball away. And now Ryan Blake can bring the ball forward Chesham. He's got Nathan Fox running him down. Trying to dink the ball in for the run of Taylor. Taylor inside the penalty area. He's got Hollis with him. He's going to try and play it across the goal. And then it's Barry Hales. It's great defending there by Slough. They blocked it. And then it's in the end, it's cleared by Ryan Case and comes up towards Uja and Harris. And Harris just trying to play off two players. Uja wins the ball. Only as far as Taylor and Jepson just get caught. It's a free kick to Chesham. Just outside the centre circle of the Slough half.
There's a good pass there by Ryan Blake on this near-hand side to find Taylor, but Chesham back underway with Case back to Wilson. Go forward to Hales, who's holding up Hollis. He's playing out wide to, I think, Taylor.
Pearce. Pearce trying to go past Case, gets a good low cross in right in the middle, and then it's cleared by Hollis. Only as far as Blake. Blake just running away from goal, gives it back to Ujar, who's still up there. He's got 2 players on him. He's still got the ball. Slough trying to get rid of it. Webb it is finally with the clearance. Comes up to Wilson. Wilson's been barged off the ball by Scott Harris. And you just see the difference between Harris and Hales, 2 number 10s. Hales uses his body, really, really well, whereas Scott Harris just hasn't got the chance at the moment to control the ball and win it and use his strength. It's just a distinct difference between the 2 players.
I think at the same time Hales had some better passes into his feet as well, which has helped him out. I think his experience is really showing, and I think I saw Weymouth scored their penalty. I'm not sure.
Yeah, Hicks is just being spoken to by the referee, Mr. Ainscoe. He's just maybe not happening, but Chesham mostly with a good spell here in these last 5-10 minutes, and not really had a chance on goal with all those efforts, but they have got a free kick, and the referee's just moving it back a few more yards. It's about 35 yards out. So just waiting for it. Looks like Pearce and Little are standing over this free kick for Chesham. Slough with a 2-man wall. And ball they're just signalling. It's been shaded over the top. Looking for Uja. Uja heads it towards goal. Offside was given, but Mark Scott gathered that one well. Anyway, a goal for bottom of the table Bedworth. Bedworth 1, Leamington 0. Or second from bottom, Bedworth. I shouldn't be. They're second from bottom, sorry. But that's a good score there against Leamington, who are doing well in the table. 7th at the moment. As Mark Scott takes that free kick, flicks on. Curtis Ujar underneath. I think Slough maybe got to change their tactics. They're not really getting much out of Besant and Ujar with these high balls forward. Yeah,
we dominated the first 5-10 minutes, but ever since then, Chesham settled down and dealt with the threat.
Yeah, balls with Putman just outside the penalty area on the far hand side. Gives it to Empire. Empire come wide back towards Putman. Putman's got Fox in close proximity. Plays the ball in. It's cleared well though by Besant. Again, and just that one ball over the top, looking for the run. Hollis and Hicks come across, and Hollis wins the ball, and he's just caught his foot in the ground there. It's come out, and it's a throw in for Chesham. They take it quickly with Wilson towards Hales. Hales just fends off Guy Hollis with a rugby type arm in the face, but Chesham still have the ball on the far hand side with Liddell. Liddell looking for the run of Hales up against Jepson, and Hales just lets the ball run for a corner. It's a second corner on that far hand side, and Slough again with some defending to do here. Again, it's going to be Pearce who goes over to take it for Chesham. We are in the 33rd minute of the game so far. And again, it's taking quick, aimed into the penalty. This side, good header there by Hicks. Only as far as Wilson. Wilson heads it back to Blake. Blake gives it back to Pearce. He drills it in this time. Comes through Tails. It does well to see it. They're just cleared by Scott Harris. Only as far as Matty Taylor, who shoots. And a great save there by Mark Scott. Pushes it down. It was drilled there by Taylor. And Scott just got some arms to it. And it looked like he pushed it down, come off the post and gone out for another corner.
Yeah, Scott would have seen that late as he's plenty of players in the way. There's a great effort by Taylor heading top corner. And Chesham just worrying Slough a little bit here.
So another corner to come in. Again, it's right into the danger. It's flicked onto the far post where Scott Harris hammers it clear. Only as far as Pearce. And Pearce, the corner taker, will take another ball in. This time it's flicked goals, and it's a goal for Ryan Blake for Chesham United on 34 minutes. The ball came in from Pearce. He just dinked that one in with the left foot. Blake got a header to it. Into the back of the net, past Mark Scott, who couldn't reach it. And the first goal of the game comes to Chesham United on 34 minutes. And some goals still flying in. I believe that the St Neots game was there was an early penalty in that game, and there was a red card. So Biggleswade are now 4-0 up against St Neots, against 10 men. But it was here at Holloways Park. It's Slough 0, Chesham United 1. And mostly, I think the run of play and the possession in the last 10 minutes, Chesham have mostly deserved that.
Yeah, it's definitely been causing lots of problems, dominating the game, and you have to say it's probably been coming. There's a good header though by Pearce, who's Blake, sorry, to turn away and flick it past himself. And,
so
Slough needs to get back into this game.
Yep, so Slough start quickly, Comes out to Nathan Fox, but he's immediately closed down by Hales. It's cleared by Hicks, only as far as Taylor. Taylor will give it to Wilson. Wilson just bringing the ball forwards up towards Ryan Blake, but well won by Hicks. And then Hicks does well to evade the challenge. He's giving it to Putman. Putman's got a couple of players on him. Plays it into Webb inside the own half. Does well to turn past one challenge. Plays it out to Case. And Chesham with a real hunger to try and get the ball back. They played it forwards looking for Harris. It's come behind him and behind Empire. Comes out to Casey, who clears the ball. And that's long. And I believe that
Charlie MP's been...
He's been adjudged. Yeah, Charlie MP's been adjudged to have caught Casey late on that clearance. So it'll be a free kick to Chesham United.
Chesham there were sprinting straight away from the kickoff to try and get the ball back. Full of energy, full of hunger to press on and get a second.
In the corresponding game, obviously earlier in the this season, Chesham did take a 1-0 lead and Slough equalised in the 86th minute through Charlie Empire. So all is not lost. And Chesham United with this rather poor away record of only one away win, they're leading here. And we've got 10 minutes to go of this first half. It's a free kick to Chesham, which Gore will take. Again, aiming forwards Hales, and Hicks is underneath it. It'll come through to Fox, and Fox just takes the touch and closed down by Blake. He's got the ball. There's two touching. Blake's done really well to win the ball for Chesham. Gives it to Casey. Casey in towards Wilson. Wilson back towards Casey. Just 10 yards away from Petio, but won by Hicks. And then Hicks with a clearance that's just curled out of play. And it will be a throw into Chesham United, as some Slough fans make their way round for that half-time cup of tea. And the throw's literally right in front of our commentary position here. Taylor will take. And Hales just saying he wants it in the corner. Slough just not turned on there. Hales has the ball, looking in the corner flag. He's going to try and beat Fox. And so many people standing in the way, I can't actually see what's going on. So I believe it's gone out for another throw. And again, Chesham send forwards. Curtis Ujar. Looks like it's going to be a long throw from Matt Taylor. Slough just got to be aware of what's going on. They're just aware of a short corner as Wilson comes short throw in. From as it's played in. Putts with the header only as far as Jepson inside the Slough area. Gives it to Fraser. Fraser towards Ryan Case. Case plays the ball forwards, but Besant wins that header for Slough. Won by Fraser though. Up towards Jepson. Jepson trying to play the ball over. Scott Harris just trying to play the ball into the path of Putman there. He got cladded a little bit there. And then the ball's just played back into the path of Shane Gore. Gore just has to kick that one quickly as Empire was coming in. Fox with a great control for Slough. Plays it off Blake and wins a throw in for Slough. But Chesham been the better of the two teams for this last 10 minutes, Will.
Yeah, Slough can't seem to hold the ball up in the Chesham half. So the throw comes in, but it's won by Casey.
Yeah, Wilson wins it for Chesham. It's come through to Jepson. Jepson towards Fraser. Fraser's lost the ball to Wilson. Wilson will release Little, the left back. First real chance for him to get forwards. He comes past, brings the ball. He's still going. He's run 30, 40 yards. He's still got the ball. Got Pearce on his outside now. Pearce cuts inside, gives it back towards Little. Little up against Webb. Drills in a low cross, but Scott in the Slough goal sees that one. Goes down and gathers that one quickly. And Putman's in a bit of space there as Scott releases the ball quickly, looking for Casey. It's MP flicking the ball on, trying to find Scott Harris. Ujar comes over, clears the ball out, and Slough will have a throw in. And 34 minutes was the golden goal time there. So if you've got that on one of the tickets, Slough will just waiting for a ball to come back in. It's stuck in the stand. So Fox will have this throw in for Slough. Throws it towards Empire. Empire chests the ball down, trying to get the ball back. And he's adjudged to a foul Blake. And immediately a couple of Chesham players surround the referee, suggesting that that's not the first time that Charlie Empire's fouled. He can't quite believe what's going on, because Blake was just rolling around a minute ago, holding his leg as if someone had chopped it off, and now he's up, he's fine, and I think we'll surely see him rushing around. Is he? I'm just waiting to see if Charlie gets a yellow card for this. I think he's just getting a talking to from the referee. Yeah, just a talking to from the referee there, but I don't know what Ryan Blake is. Is he a miracle worker? He's healed himself. He's made a miraculous recovery there.
He'll be sprinting in a minute. He'll be fine. So
free kick, which Gore takes for Chesham, looking for Hales, and Hales surely controls that with his arm. And the linesman this time spots that one, much to Hale's dismay. He didn't seem to think so, but Slough have a free. He's still chatting to him, look. But I don't know if you saw that, but Ryan Blake made a surging run there looking for a flick on, so
he's fine.
He's recovered well from that death-defying injury that he had. And Slough will have a free kick taken by Mark Scott, just level with his penalty area, just to this near-hand side. Again, aims long, looking for Empire. It's well won though by Wilson. Comes through to Hales. Hales heads the ball into the zone. It's cleared by Hollis, only as far as Besant. Besant trying to just dink the ball over the top, but it's it with a bit of pace, and Scott has to clear it just on the edge of his area. Adam Martin calls, heads the ball forwards, but can't direct his header. It's gone out for a throw-in, and Slough just maybe midfield-wise aren't in this game.
Yeah, Nathan Webb and James Jepson haven't had too many touches.
So Webb throws ball on. Empire wins it with his chest. It's come through, and Hicks wins the little flick on. Webb this time comes back and wins the ball for Slough towards Fox. Webb's just got caught there on his ankle. Ball's played over the top, and Besant with Gore's just come to the edge of it, outside his area. Clears the ball long towards Hales. Hales up against Hicks. It's come through to Hollis. Hollis gives it to Webb. Webb will clear the ball for Slough towards Fraser. Fraser just got a chance to turn. Gives it back to Ryan Case. Chesham just chasing down every ball. Ball's played up for Harris, and surely pushing it back there. Well spotted this time by the referee.
It's a big
much to the bemusement of the Slough fan to feel that that's the first time in a while that the referee has spotted that one.
Yeah, it was a clear push in the back, and somehow the Chesham bench are complaining.
Yeah, well, we've got about 4 minutes left of this second half here at Holloways Park. It is Slough Town 0, Chesham United 1. Slough have a free kick about 10 yards inside the Chesham half, which Dan Hicks will take. And Slough just putting some more plays in. It's gone wide towards Hicks. Hicks heads it back in towards the danger zone. Harris trying to get to the ball first. It will come through to Pearce. Pearce challenged by Webb. Ball still stuck in the air. It's cleared by Adam Martin to Pearce, and Pearce can bring the ball forward. He runs across the halfway line. He's got 3 players with him. Tries to give it to Wilson. Wilson's had to stop his run. He's got Casey on the overlap. Gives it to Casey just on the edge of the area. Comes inside. Puts a great cross in, and Ryan Blake meets that first time but can't direct his header down. Really good play there by Chesham on the counter-attack. But unfortunately Blake couldn't keep it down, and he's headed it out and into the car park. But good play by Chesham.
Yeah, really good play, and Ryan Blake managed to find a gap in between the Slough defenders to win that header. But as I said, just over the bar. Otherwise it could have been 2-0 and Slough being in a little bit of trouble.
Yeah, so it's a goal kick to Rebels, which Mark Scott will take. Couple of minutes left of this first half here on this Boxing Day clash. As the ball's played long. Again, looking for Empire up against Uja. Empire does flick the ball on, but can't keep it. And he's just complaining to the referee. He feels that he's not getting any joy from Uja, and maybe the referee's just not seeing a few little bits. But Casey will take this throw in for Chesham United inside his own half. Long throw. Hicks has, and he's done it again. That's the second time that Casey's been pulled up for a foul throw. The referee is indicating that he's only got 1 foot on the floor when he's taken the throw. So Slough have got the throw in from that same position. Fox takes it for Slough. Again looking for Empire. Empire trying to flick the ball forwards. Putman trying to come across for Slough. It's cleared by Pearce down the line. Hicks will keep it on for Slough, and he'll go back to his goalkeeper. And inside his area, Mark Scott gets it. Blake just speeds up there, and then Scott just plays the ball down. Besant's underneath it. Harris trying to win the ball for Slough. It's cleared on there by Taylor, but out for a throw into Slough, just inside their own Slough half, which Fox takes quickly. Gives it to Hicks. Hicks back towards Fox. Fox dinking the ball down. Again, Empire's just having all of his shirt pulled there. And this time the referee does see the foul on him. And this is in a dangerous position. This is about 25 yards outside of the Chesham United half. A couple of Chesham players not happy with that refereeing decision.
It's in line with the edge of the left-hand side of the box.
Yeah,
So
Putman,
a right-footed.
Putman and Ryan Case looking to stand over this one. Like you say, I think, it is designed for a right footer to have a shot on goal, which is maybe why Case has gone over. But Putman maybe looking to dink this. Yeah, Case has left it. So Putman will take this free kick for Slough. And it's just clearing some mud out of his boots. There's a 2-man Chesham wall. And they're just literally inside the Chesham penalty area.
As I look at it, there is space for Putman to curl it around that wall if he wants to.
And Putman dinks it over to the far post. It's headed clear by Uja. Only as far as Ryan Case, who drills an effort. And it looked a little bit wider than it most probably was, but a good controlled effort there by Case. Just rises past that far stanchion on the far hand side. Gore washing it all the way under no real pressure.
Yeah, I think Case would have had to hit it through all the players in front of him, and it'd been tough to find a gap.
Some later scores: Froome Town 0, top of the table Poole 0, and also Bideford 0, Poulton Rovers 0 in that 6-pointer clash there that you'd call that. As Gore gets the game back underway with the goal kick. Hicks does well to win the header for Slough, but again the Slough midfield is being bypassed. You had just there, literally arm in arm, was Jepson, Webb and Fraser. So Slough have the ball with Fox. He's closed down by Barry Hales. Puts it onto his right foot, trying to find Harris. Harris beaten to the ball by Casey. Only as far as Fraser as well. Gets it to Webb. Webb out to Ryan Case. Ryan Case inside his own half, crossing the halfway line. Trying to release Fraser. Just it's not the best of balls there. And Fraser can't get to that. It's out for a throw-in on the far-hand side. But, the Slough midfield just... they're just not controlling the game, are they? They're just...
we haven't said their names very often. And I think that tells you all the whole story.
Yeah, so we're just waiting for the throw on the far-hand side from Little to come in. Just taking his time as we're literally a minute into stoppage time for the first half. The ball's cleared by Hollis. And Little keeps the ball, heads it in towards Taylor. Taylor hits it straight at Jepson in the face. Slough have the ball with Fraser. Gives it back to Jepson on the right. Jepson trying to get into the game on that far-hand side. He's lost the ball there. It's half-time. I think everyone was expecting a free kick. It's the half-time whistle here at Holloways Park. And on this Boxing Day clash, it's Chesham United who take the half-time honours as they lead here 1-0 thanks to that goal from Ryan Blake in the 34th minute. Will, your views of the first half as an overall?
I think Slough dominated the first 10 minutes of the game and plenty of chances. Really good couple of chances from that first corner of the game where they'd 2 or 3 shots blocked off the line. Some of them possibly a handball, but the referee didn't see it that way. Gave a free kick to Chesham, but after that, it's pretty much been all Chesham, and they've created all the chances. Not been too many chances on goal, although there have been a couple of good saves by Mark Scott, especially from that shot from I think Taylor. But Blake and Hale's been causing Slough defence problems, and Blake did get that goal midway through the first half.
Yeah, as the players just go off there, the Chesham players getting a good round of applause from their fans as they go in, and obviously Slough will be shooting to that end for the second half here. So we're just waiting as all these Slough fans just walk past, and see some of your relatives walking past as well. Some goals around. We've got a goal in the game. It's Kings Lynn 0, Kettering 1, and we've also got in the half-time score is Bedworth United 1, Leamington 0, and in the big derby on the south coast, it's Weymouth 2, Dorchester 1.
Yeah, just taking the lead, just for half-time.
We'll just see if we can get some more scores around for you, and we'll just we will do an on this day, a little bit of a different on this day in a minute. And we've got some scores: Oxford City 0, Maidenhead United 0. Some local scores: Hampton and Richmond Borough 1, Staines 0, and Chalfont St Peter 0, Ware 1. Chalfont top of the Evo Stick Southern Central League. We've got some other goals going in around the ground. We've got where are we? Hednesford Town 1, AFC Telford 0, and we'll just go through. You've got any interesting facts for your half-time, Will, or anything?
Well, we've got a couple of on this day stats which will come up. A couple of Slough Town's Boxing Day matches. We've had 64 matches in total on Boxing Day. The very first one being on 1905, which is away to Windsor and Eton, ended up being a 1-1 draw. So in those 64 matches, we've won 23 times, drawn 12 times, and lost 29 times. So it's been a good but bad day at the same time on Boxing Day. However, we have played Maidenhead 27 times and Windsor and Eton 19 times on Boxing Day, so plenty of local derbies over the years.
And obviously, many moons ago, before our time, they did used to actually play non-league football on Christmas Day. The last occasion that Slough played on Christmas Day was 1956, where again, like you say, they played Maidenhead United and fought out a 2-2 draw. The first game on Boxing Day was 1912, and Slough won 2-0 against a Staines Town team.
Boxing Day.
On Christmas Day, sorry.
Christmas Day.
And then their biggest win was 6-1 at home to Selfall in 1943, and their biggest loss was 6-2 to Maidenhead United in 1925. And for 4 years in a row, Slough played on Christmas Day from 1943 to 1946. And it coincides with also on this day for the 26th Boxing Day here. There was a player that played for Slough called Arthur Redford. Now the reason we bring him up is because he is 8th in the all-time scoring list for Slough with 98 games and 96 goals. But strangely enough, of some of his goal-scoring exploits, he's once scored 7 in a game, scored 5 in a game. He scored 4 twice, and he also scored 8 hat-tricks in those times. And in the space between in 1946, between the 26th of October and the 25th of December, he played 8 games and scored a whopping 23 goals in that time. So obviously he played on Christmas Day as well, which is why we kind of brought it up a little bit. And it's just interesting to see that many of the goal scorers in those days kind of scored loads of goals and then didn't score for a while and whatever. And there's quite a few Slough players who have scored lots of goals, and we'll bring you more details of those throughout the season in our half-time chats. But other things that happened on this day: in 1865, the first ever coffee percolator was patented by James H. Mason. In 1898, Marie and Pierre Curie discovered radium. In 1990, Garry Kasparov beat Anatoly Karpov to retain the chess championship. Famous birthdays we have. I've got. I know. What you got?
Oh, on 1135, it was the coronation of King Stephen of England, the only King Stephen we've ever had. Also, in 1559, Pope Pius IV was elected head of the Roman Catholic Church, and one for a footballing occasion in 1860. The first ever official football match in England between Hallam FC and Sheffield FC, which Sheffield won 2-0.
Yeah, and I've also got famous birthdays. We've got Lars Ulrich. Now, if you're not a heavy metal fan, you go, who is Lars Ulrich? Well, Lars Ulrich is the drummer with Metallica, so it's his birthday today. We've also got Aaron Ramsey, Hugo Lloris, and although not football related, Mao Zedong.
And also, someone who did get a little mention earlier was Johan Blake. It's his birthday today. He's the youngest ever 100-metre men's gold medalist at the Olympics. And we also have one other footballing birthdays, a man you may or may not have heard of. It's Denis Cheryshev, who plays for Real Madrid. And up until recently, many people hadn't heard of him. But he was involved in a Copa del Rey match for Real Madrid against Cadiz, I think, which Real Madrid won 3-1, with Cheryshev scoring the very first goal of the game. However, Cheryshev should have been suspended for that match, so he picked up the 3rd yellow card whilst on loan at Villarreal in that competition season before, and as a result, Real Madrid, playing an ineligible player, they were thrown out of the competition and led to quite a lot of embarrassment for them.
Yeah, just some other half-time scores from around our grounds that we can give you. Half-time in the Biggleswade St Neots game with that early sending off. It's now Biggleswade 4, St Neots 1. Chippenham are 1-0 up at home to Hungerford. Just trying to see if there's some other scores from around. We'll just see how the Premier League and other leagues are doing. We've got some other local scores. Plymouth Argyle versus Yeovil Town is a big old derby, but unfortunately that's goalless at the moment. Hemel Hempstead 0, Wealdstone, our friends from Wealdstone 1. Chelmsford City 0, Dartford 0. Derby County got a chance to go top of the championship. They're at home to Fulham. That's 0-0 as well. And we'll just see what's going on around. We're just waiting for a couple of other things. Not many goals in the Premier League at the moment, unfortunately. lots of nils and only a couple of ones. But obviously, earlier on in the day, Stoke City beat Manchester United 2-0. And I believe if you do watch Match of the Day, the idea is maybe to watch the second goal for Stoke by Marko Arnautovic. It's an absolute cracker.
I think it was Man United's 4th loss in a row. It's the first time for 55 years that's ever happened to them.
Do you think Van Gaal will be in a job?
For me, I think he'll stay till the end of the season, but there's pressure is definitely building on him.
Yeah, and the Championship, it's normally an exciting league to watch. Not on Boxing Day. Obviously, all the players have maybe had too much turkey, some Christmas crackers, some mince pies. There's not a single goal in any of the games that have been played today in the Championship. The early kick-off was Brentford versus Brighton. That was a 0-0. All the other games are 0-0 as well.
10 games 0-0.
So obviously not the best place to be if you're a Championship fan at the moment. Not many goals going in around in a lot of the leagues today. And obviously there's been quite a few games been postponed up in the Lancashire area, being hit by the floods. I know that North Wales has been hit by it as well recently. So we wish them all the very best. But there are some interesting pictures of Carlisle United's ground, which is flooded at the moment. They were due to play Accrington Stanley today, but unfortunately Accrington Stanley's ground is flooded as well, so that game wasn't on. In the League One, we've only got a few goals going in. Scunthorpe are 1-0 away at the moment to Doncaster. Millwall losing at home to Walsall. Peterborough 1-0 up against Chesterfield. Peterborough just this week have signed Jordan Nicholson from Histon. He was the guy that when we played Histon, where we won 7-1 early in the season, he was the guy that scored after a minute. So he's earned himself a 2.5-year deal playing for Portsmouth. So we wish Peterborough, sorry. So wish him the very best there. Shrewsbury 1, Fleetwood 0, and Swindon 1, Gillingham 2 are the goals from League 1. The other games all being postponed. And we'll just drop into League 2 just to give you some scores from another. We're just waiting for the players to come out to Slough. Substitutes just warming up there. Again, not many goals in League. I don't think there's many goals around, is there? I think
Christmas spirit, everyone gets a point. I think that's what it is.
Yeah, I think the defences today have gone from being Christmas-like to Scrooge-like. In League 2, the only game with any games at the moment is Leyton Orient 2, Portsmouth 1. All the rest of those games are 0-0, apart from the early kick-off, which was Dagenham and Redbridge 0, Cambridge United 3. So not many goals around at all. We're just waiting to see some more Slough fans just walk past, enjoying their Christmas spirit. We've even got a couple of dogs in here today as they just met on their way through. And what was your Christmas like then, Will?
Mine was quite quiet, just spent with my mum and dad at home. But we spent most of the day just relaxing. We've got family coming over later tonight who are also here today, and then we've got a big family meeting on Sunday, which we normally have.
Yeah, and today is Warren Carter's birthday. Warren Carter, if you are a Slough fan, you'd mostly know him better as Brighton Rebel. He writes a lot of articles for the Slough programme and also has a blog as well, which are articles from the programme which he puts on the website. So it's his 50th birthday today. So I'm sure he won't mind us saying that. I know he's got a cake. I've seen the cake in the clubhouse earlier. I believe it's a fruit cake which is being distributed at half time. Just going to see if there's some other goals in our league. Stratford 1, Redditch 0 is half-time score. And we've got Merthyr 0, Cirencester 0. And a local result from an early kick-off is Burnham 2, Marlow 3, which means that Burnham, I think, have lost 5 games in a row now.
And the players are starting to make their way back onto the pitch. Oh.
Yep, so second half coverage will start very, very shortly. And we'll just want to run through the teams as they've come out. I can't see any substitutions at the moment. So if you just run through the teams for us.
Got the Chesham team in goal, Shane Gore. Number 2, George Casey. Number 3, Toby Little. Number 4, Nick Besant. Number 5, Curtis Uja. Number 6, Adam Martin. Number 7, Dave Pearce. Number 8, Matt Taylor. Number 9, Ryan Blake. Number 10, Barry Hales. Number 11, captain of the sides, Bruce Wilson. Substitutes got number 12, Kelvin Bossman. Number 14, Sam Young. Number 15, Stephen Hamilton Forbes. Number 16, Joe Gator. Number 17, Jamie Eames. And Slough Town in goal got Mark Scott. Number 2, Ryan Case. Number 3, Nathan Fox. Number 4, Guy Hollis. Number 5, Dan Hicks, who's also captain of the side. Number 6, Nathan Webb. Number 7, Lewis Putman. Number 8, James Jepson. Number 9, Charlie MP. Number 10, Scott Harris. Number 11, Sean Fraser. And substitutes for Slough today: number 12, Justin Clayton. Number 14, Jai Dillon. Number 15, Gokhan Gokman. And number 16, George Hallahan.
Yes, I just sorry to interrupt you there. Well, I just saw as the players were coming out that Charlie Empire was having a little chat with the referee there for a second. So maybe he's just getting a little bit of advice on what was going on at in the first half. And see, we're just waiting for the referee, Mr. Ainscoe, to start the game. Chesham will be kicking from right to left. Slough will be aiming to the shed stand, as it's known. Mr. Ainscoe starts the second half, and Chesham will have the ball, immediately trying to play the ball forwards, looking for the run of Barry Hales, but the ball bounces through into the arms of Slough goalkeeper Mark Scott, and Scott this time rolls the ball out to Nathan Fox on that left hand side. Fox can just play the ball down the line. It's headed into the danger zone. Slough trying to get players forward. It's come through to Scott Harris, sorry. He tries to shoot, and the referee is very much like the imaginary character from the movie Inside Out. He's seeing imaginary fouls and has given a foul to Chesham.
I think it was a very slight push on Scott Harris, but considering the pushes he's got in the first half, I think could call that unfair. So
Chesham will restart the game with this free kick taken by Gore, who's not had a lot of trouble today. It's won well there by Martin. Flicked on, but it's cleared by Hollis. Hollis with a long clearance, looking for the run there, and both Gore and it's a poor clearance by Gore, but it will come through to Little, and Little with another poor touch. So now has the ball with Fraser. Fraser cuts inside, immediately closed down, gives it to Webb. Webb just in the centre circle, plays it across. That's a poor ball by Webb, and Barry Hales spotted that well. They've given it to Taylor. Taylor just inside his own half, just looking for the run of the right back Casey. Casey does well. He's got two Slough players on him. He's still got the ball on the far hand side. He's got Taylor just on the overlap, but he's not used him yet. He's up against Fox, just on there for trying to get into the corner area. Cuts back, still trying to get some help there. He does well. He's still on his own, but Fox does well. Good challenge there by Fox. Plays it off Casey, who slips on the floor, but somehow he's given a corner.
Yeah, I think Fox tried to play it off Casey, it bounced off him, and Fox slipped. I think it took a final deflection off of him. And for just a second there, it looked like Casey was going to the corner flag to waste time, but I think you're just waiting for support. Yeah,
Pearce will take this corner for Chesham, and they send up both Uja and Besant for this corner. It's going to be whipped in. It's a good one, but it's well cleared though by Slough. And then Putman's just trying to get the ball. It's come through to Casey. Casey will just dink the ball over the top. It comes through to Adam Martin. Adam Martin, Slough looking for a handball, trying to release Pearce on that far hand side. Pearce does well to keep it in, but can't get any kind of direction on his cross, and it's out of play for a goal kick. And Slough just don't look like they've got any substitutes warming up at the moment. Would you expect to see an early substitution if it stays the same?
Just looking at the players on the bench, not some of them are just coming back from fitness, but there's definitely George Hallahan, who did well against Poole, who looks to probably bring on to try and get that goal for Slough.
Yeah, Charlie Empire's just waiting for this goal kick from Mark Scott to come in. It's played forwards. It's looking for Harris. Well won by Uja. Cut through to Warren Blake, and Ryan Blake's just
I think there's a high foot there.
Well, it's a high foot, and I couldn't really see what Ryan Blake was moaning about. He put his foot up there. It was accidental. He just trying to go for the ball, but Hicks had gone in for a header and just caught him in the top of the head. Slough take it quickly through to Webb. Webb trying to play the ball through. This time it's come off Besant's foot, headed by Little. Peasant trying to head it back towards his goalkeeper. Good defending there by Besant, and Gore has gathered the ball, and he just launches a long goal kick forwards, looking for Ryan Blake. Fox is underneath it for Slough, and Jepson just, surely that was another high foot there as Hollis gets a clearance through. It's come from the far hand side to Casey for Chesham inside the Slough half. Turns, gives it to Wilson. Wilson just got plenty of time on the ball. Goes back towards the right back, Casey. Casey plays the ball in towards Taylor. Taylor trying to run past Jepson. Jepson's just caught him there. But the referee said play on, and Blake's got the ball. He's giving it to Casey. Still running down on that field side. Slough will clear the ball this time. But Slough just not got enough numbers back. Adam Martin brings the ball forwards for Chesham. Out on that far hand side. Again looking towards Taylor. Taylor got Casey in front of him, and Taylor's still running with the ball, but Fox with the clearance plays a long ball forwards, and now Ujar's got Empire on his back, tries to play it back towards the goalkeeper, just gets enough on it, not the greatest, but it got back to Gore, and then the ball's played forwards. Jepson trying to win the ball for Slough, does win the ball inside the centre circle, gives it away to Ryan Case. Case can bring the ball forwards for Slough, up against Little. He's got two players on, just chipping the ball into the danger zone. Curtis Ujar with the clearance for Chesham. It's come through. Ryan Blake just heading into the path of Pearce. Pearce cuts inside. Still running with the ball. Gives it to Toby Liddle on the overlap inside the Slough half. Little just trying to play the ball. Well won by Webb, but it's fallen nicely to Blake. Blake now can turn a couple of plays. He's on the edge of the area. Gives it towards Pearce, and Pearce is just going to try and get it onto his left foot and shoots. Oh, and he's hit the crossbar, and it's I don't know what Wilson's running over to complain about. I think that Jepson will maybe get a yellow card here. Wilson's still in the referee's ear, but I think maybe Jepson's lucky enough there. He's just going to get a talking to maybe for that foul. And
it was a late tackle which the referee played good advantage for. And Jepson did catch the player late, so I don't think there was too much malice in there. But Wilson just reminding the referee.
Yeah, and Jepson's just getting a chat into there from the referee, and the game will restart. Mark Scott just took it a little bit too quickly. The referee hadn't finished chatting to Jepson. And the ball's just thrown back, and the game will restart in a second with a Slough goal kick. So just waiting for Scott to restart the game. He still hasn't taken the goal kick yet, so just waiting. As Scott launches the goal kick forwards. Harris and Ujar are underneath it. The referee again says that there's a foul there by Scott Harris, and I think Slough really got to change their tactics, because they're not getting anything out of the two centre-backs for Chesham United. They've got to start maybe playing the ball on the floor. Yeah,
I've been going back to a little bit of Route 1 football, which we started playing at the beginning of the season. It's against these two big, strong defenders. It's not working out very well.
Yeah, I can see Hallahan's just on the far hand side going through some stretching exercises for Slough, as Gore takes the free kick forward Chesham. Underneath it is Hollis, only as far as Taylor. Taylor will shoot trying to catch Mark Scott off his line though, but Scott got back and grabs the ball, rolls the ball out to Fox. Fox trying to bring the ball forwards, challenged by Taylor. Taylor's just got it out for a throw-in on that far hand side. And Slough just trying to take it quickly with Fox at Empire. Empire trying to flick it in towards Harris. Again, Harris not getting any luck. Besant goes back to the goalkeeper Gore. Chased down by Harris, but Gore with a clearance. Only as far as Case. Case with a touch gets a bit of a lucky... Oh, and he's given the ball away to... the linesman's put his flag up. That's a terrible sin. The game's still going on. Pearce has got the ball. He's on the edge of the area. He's running against Hollis. He does well to turn. He's got it onto his left foot. He shoots. It's blocked by Slough. It'll come back towards Pearce. He'll go back to Wilson. Wilson just tackles the referee there. Wilson still got the ball for Chesham. Trying to find Little, who made a break from the left back. Little still got the ball. He's going to shoot. He puts it wide. But that was one of the stupidest things we saw it earlier on a couple of games ago, actually. But the ball was with Ryan Case. Ryan Case played the ball back. A poor touch. And he played it straight into the path of Ryan Blake. Ryan Blake got the ball off a Slough player. The linesman put his flag up saying it was offside when the ball clearly came off a Slough player. It was never offside. The referee quite rightly played the game on, and the linesman is just over on that far hand side apologising to the Chesham bench. But how can these officials get it so wrong? As Slough just looking for a free kick there, as Ujar just barged into Empire. Slough maybe just got to concentrate on the game a little bit rather than trying to win the referee's decision here. As it's Besant with the ball, looking up towards Pearce. Pearce just flicks it on towards Hales. Hales has got Guy Hollis marking him, trying to flick the ball back towards the run of Pearce. Pearce is challenged by Case, and Case plays it out for a Chesham throw deep inside the Slough half. We played 9 minutes here, no goals in the second half, so it still remains Slough 0, Chesham 1, and it'll be a throw-in And again, they're going to try and place this one long into the box. Taylor will take the throw for Chesham. Ujar's gone forwards. Ujar is who's trying to win the ball. Slough trying to defend it. Ball's with Ryan Case. He's got Ujar all over his back. Ball's down the line and it's gone out. It's going to be another Chesham throw. So Chesham with a chance to put another dangerous throw into the box. Still just waiting for the throw to come in. The fans, the Slough fans behind the goal are very, very quiet at the moment. Just waiting for the throw to come in. Again, it's long into the box. Ujar's underneath it. It's going to break it, skin into the centre. Slough will clear with Hicks. Looking for Empire. Empire just couldn't control the ball in its path. And then Wilson will clear, but only as far as Ryan Case. And Case just hoofs the ball down the field here. Just not the best of clearances there. He could have maybe looked up and just played it a little bit different. But Slough second half not doing very well.
No, but I'm just looking at Scott Harris, who's got the top of his shirt has been ripped open. It's clearly from those challenges from the Chesham defence, which gone unpunished by the referee.
So it's going to be a throw-in for Chesham, literally outside the front of our commentary position, taken by Little. It's won by Hollis. Jepson's beaten to the ball. It's come through by Hicks. Hales has got the ball, but it's going to be a Slough throw. And the game not really settling down second half. Definitely not for Slough anyway. The ball will be thrown in by Ryan Case. Case with a long throw for the Rebels. Trying to just get Slough further down. It's trying to be flicked on by Fraser. Comes through to Besson. Besson's got all the time in the world to play a little bit of keepy ups with his head. Gives it to Pearce. Pearce flicks the ball in, but the ball's won by Webb in the centre of midfield for Slough, but then won by Wilson. But it falls kindly to Slough, and Slough have the ball with Fox on this left-hand side, crossing the halfway line, looking for Putman. Putman beaten to the ball by Casey. And Casey just plays the ball off Fox. And it's played in quickly towards Adam Martin. Martin's closed down by Empires. Towards Taylor. Taylor looking for the run of Barry Hales, and Slough see it back to goalkeeper Mark Scott. But Putman's he's not really got in the game much since after that first 10-15 minute spell, has he?
I think he's been in the game a bit more than Sean Fraser on the right hand side, but I'd say the four attacking players for Slough haven't had much of the ball. When they have, it hasn't been in great position.
Long kick forward. This time MP wins it. It's flicked on trying to find Putman, but Ujar with the clearance out of the ground. And we are going to get a substitution, and it will be Scott Harris who comes off, and he will be replaced for his home debut by George Hallahan, and that is on the 56th minute.
I think that will be
straight for straight swap.
Yeah, a bit of a change in the way Slough plays. Hallahan isn't the biggest, and so he'll probably want the ball 2 feet and then behind the defence, unlike Scott Harris, who can hold the ball up with his chest or with his head.
So will George Hallahan have a home debut that would mirror his away debut? He came on when Slough were 1-0 down and scored 2 goals. As Chesham have the ball though with Ryan Blake inside his own half, trying to bring the ball forwards, crossing the halfway line. He's got Pearce in front of him. Pearce does receive the ball. He's got Little on the overback. Pearce cuts inside. Gives it out to Little in acres of space on this left-hand side. Little's got the chance to put a cross in. He puts a cross in, but it's not the best of crosses. Mark Scott sees it for Slough, trying to release them quickly. Throws the ball out to Putman. Putman's immediately closed down by Adam Martin, but Putman's still got the ball. Challenged by Adam Martin. Adam Martin does well to win the ball back. Then he's just going to try and release Blake, and the ball's just overhit. Hicks gives the ball to Fox. Fox will try and clear the ball down the line for Slough. So it's just played off, and Chesham have won a throw-in on the far-hand side. And yeah, Hallahan's just gone into it's literally a straight swap for Scott Harris, but hopefully, like you say, we'll see a little bit of change. There's 2 more Slough subs warm up on the far hand side. Just waiting for this throw to come in from Taylor. Taylor just looking to go short, but it's going to try and put it in long again. Aim towards Blake, won by Slough's head, cleared again by Slough, and Hallahan can't get to the ball first. It comes through to Webb. Webb beaten to the ball there by Chesham, and it's a shot by Taylor, but it's well wide, and it'll be a goal kick to Slough as a gentleman just comes round with some burgers. Unfortunately not for us, just for him and his wife. I believe there was also pork and apple baps available in the burger bar today.
Yep. But the game hasn't really settled down for either team in the second half. It seems to be like that in the whole league. I don't think I've seen a single second half goal just yet.
St Neots have got a second half goal, 4-2.
Just to say that. Yeah.
So the ball's played forward. Empire heads the ball, wins the header, but heads it back towards his own goal. As then Hollis flicks the ball forwards. Hallahan beaten to the ball by Ujar. Underneath it is Fraser. Fraser beaten to the ball by Martin, flicked on by Pearce. Hollis Gets the ball there. Little push off the ball there, but it's going to be a throw in to Chesham. And Chesham just controlling this game here the second half. Not really giving Slough much chance to get into it at the moment. Slough need a change of style and tactics maybe?
Yeah, possibly. And I think just need to find those two midfielders a bit more.
So Little will take this throw in for Chesham United. Flows the ball on. It's won by Case. Only as far as Taylor. Taylor trying to knock it back in, but it's out of play, and it'll be a throw in for Slough, just level with their penalty area. And Slough just again waiting for Ryan Case to take this long throw, trying to get the ball up the pitch. Slough just waiting for the throw to come in. And this time it is a good long throw. Empire does flick it on as far as Hanahan. Beaten to ball by Besson, but given to Jepson. And Jepson's first touch isn't the best. He's played it straight out of play. Some of the Slough fans near us get a little bit agitated. The fact that Slough just aren't getting into a rhythm here today. Still waiting for the ball to come back in for a throw-in. Chesham will have the throw with Little. Little, long throw again. This time Hollis wins the first header. It's come through to Webb. Webb trying to play the ball out to Putman, but Casey will be first to that for Chesham. So the ball's on the far hand side with Fox. Fox up against Taylor. Fox does well to battle him off, pushes Taylor down and plays the ball back to Hicks. Hicks closed down by Ryan Blake. He's going to need to get rid of it. Plays the ball out, looking for Sean Fraser. Fraser beaten to the ball by Little. It's come through to Pearce. Pearce does well to shug off a challenge, but well done by Slough, trying to win the ball back with Fraser. Gets the ball back to Jepson. Jepson out to Ryan Case. Now Case can bring the ball forwards for Slough. Just overruns that one a touch. And he's dived in a little bit there on Adam Martin, and there's a load of pushing here between Toby Little and Ryan Case. I don't think there's any dispute whatsoever that it was a slightly late tackle by Case, but there's no need for the Chesham players to react like that. The referee had clearly seen what had happened.
Yeah, both Adam Martin and Case have both gone the slide tackle, and Martin got there first. Case was about half a second late. There was a strong tackle, and he has caught him late. He's going to be in trouble, but the Chesham players just should have left that for the referee. He had a clear view of it. He's seen exactly what's happened, and he'll deal with it accordingly. Should have just kept calm and not agitated things, and they might find themselves in trouble themselves here.
Yeah, so the referee, Mr. Ainscough, just chatting to his linesman here just to get his view of what happened. Ryan Case has just stood away from all the action at the moment, and they're just talking so that no one else can hear it. He's going to go to his card. Is it going to be yellow or is it going to be red? I think it's
going to be a red.
Is it? No, it's a yellow, I think. So it'll definitely be a card. We're just going to wait to see what Mr. Ainscough does. And I think there's Ryan Case will surely get a card of some description, and we're just waiting to see whether it's a yellow or a red. The referee has got a yellow in his hand, but we're not sure what he hasn't decided what he's doing yet. He still hasn't given the card out. It can't be that difficult to write down Ryan Case, surely? Is he going to issue the card? We'll just wait. If you want to go and put a kettle on, you might find the card comes up with it. It's a yellow card there for Ryan Case there on the 62nd minute.
I think Case might find himself a little bit lucky there. Other referees could have given a red for that.
Yeah, I don't think, like you say, it wasn't innocuous. I think it was just a fraction late. Two players going for the ball. Adam Martin just got there first.
Yeah.
Adam Martin's just up to his feet, just getting. He's off the pitch, but he's being treated there. Besant, the number 4 for Chesham, just having a word with the referee.
And that's all it is, just one yellow card, no other talking to.
So it's a free kick for Chesham, which Little would take. Little just dinking the ball into the area. Hicks wins the ball, but can't direct it outwards. It's come to Fraser. Fraser up against Pearce. Slough win the throw-in. And Case will take this throw-in for Slough. Flicks it onto Empire. Empire this time trying to control the ball. She's taken out of the game there by Besant. And Besant is trying to play on, and surely that's got to be... It's a high foot right onto his... like his shoulder or his head. And much to the... thankfully for Slough, Charlie Empire's back up and running. But Besant's he's going to be the second person into the book. He can't believe it. Chesham players are surrounding the referee here. They are not happy about the refereeing here.
The game is definitely livened up, you have to say, in the last minute or two.
It's turning into a proper derby, but it was never a yellow card challenge. It's a high foot, but you know, we've seen a couple of high feet challenge in these games. One that's been penalised with a free kick, one that didn't.
I think if you compare the two tackles, them to give them the same punishment, I think is strange. Yeah,
that's for me. That's a poor decision there by the referee. That's not, in my eyes, a yellow card. But the referee is the man that's in charge, and he's given a yellow card to the Chesham number 4, Nick Besson. And the Slough fans finally make some noise in this second half. Today's attendance was announced as 438. As Ryan Case hits a long ball into the box. Underneath it, it's first to the ball are Chesham. They get first to the clearance, and it only comes as far as Fox. Fox trying to play in Putman, but Hales on that far hand side. Putman does well to win it off him. He's immediately got 2 players still on him. He's got Hales still battling there. Putman's he's claiming a free kick, and he's won a free kick, and that's maybe obstruction, is it?
I don't know. Obstruction there. Hales just holding on to the ball with his foot, making sure Putman couldn't get anywhere near it.
And St Neots down to 10 men. They're back to 4-2, and then they've just missed a penalty. As Slough will have this free kick, which Putman will take. It's about 35 yards out, but it is far on that left-hand side. As we just wait for the referee to get the game started. So Putman will put this free kick in for Slough. It's aimed at Fraser with the header. He's headed it down, but great save in there by Gore. He just good positioning by the goalkeeper there. Just let the ball bounce down and grabs it. But Slough with at least a half decent chance there.
Yep.
Hollis with the first header, wins a header, comes through to Hicks. Hicks will come out to Ryan Case. Case playing the ball on the floor up towards Hallahan. Hallahan's first real touch of the game. Just runs the ball over. And out of play, and it's going to be a throw-in to Chesham, which Little will take. And Little's in absolutely no hurry whatsoever of throwing this ball on. As he finally decides to throw it on now. And Ryan Case and Adam Martin, the two same players again. Adam Martin just
go down softly.
Where it went down over theatrically. There's going to be another substitution for Slough on the far hand side. It's going to be Ryan Case coming off the pitch. This is on 66 minutes, and coming on is Gurkan Gokman.
I think Sean Fraser will drop to right back, and Gokman up into right mid for that one.
Yeah, and the referee just having a chat with Besant here again, as the Slough fans to our side maybe not too impressed with the fact that Adam Martin went down a little bit easier there, but there you go. We've got a goal in the game, the 6-pointer at the bottom of the table. Bideford, 22nd in the table, are 1-0 down at home to Portland Rovers, who are bottom. And it's going to be, once the game does finally get underway, it'll be a free kick to Chesham just inside their own half, which Toby Little will take. Little dinking the ball again over, looking for Ryan Blake. Slough first to the header, only comes through as Pearce. Pearce gives it into Hales, and Hales is this time adjudged for being fouled by Guy Hollis. And look at the Chesham players surrounding the referee. This is very poor from them.
They're calling for a penalty, is right on the edge of the box, but I think it's Barry Hales has got rolled forwards into the box, and that's just trying to claim a penalty. But there's a poor
I don't think I've
Hollis.
ever seen a team at non-league level surround a referee so much. You know, you've got the free kick. It's clearly outside the area. You can just see that from where the line is and where the players ended up. So, you know, you can't say it's a penalty when it's clearly outside the area. But it's not the kind of tactics we normally like to see from non-league teams, Will.
Well, I think after the away match against Chesham and what was said by the Chesham manager, I don't think Slough and Chesham will be on best of terms going into next season. That's for sure. Well,
it's going to be a free kick to Chesham, which Pearce will take. There is a 4-man Slough wall. He's also got Toby Little standing there. Ujar will just go forwards for Chesham now. Chesham have got literally everyone forward apart from Casey and Martin. So Slough got a 4-man wall. Ryan Blake is also on the end of that wall. So Chesham with a chance to extend their lead. It looks like Little's going to be the one that shoots. Hits it way over the top. And after all that build-up, it's come to nothing. And Slough will get the game back underway with a Mark Scott goal kick.
Yeah, the game is just livened up. There's been a couple of tackles, and they said the Chesham players trying to persuade this young referee, but the referee's having none of it, staying strong.
So Scott gets the game back underway with this long goal kick. Empire flicks it on. Plays with Gockman. Gockman trying to play it into the areas. Cochran's got the ball back. A bit more better play from Slough. Gives it to Hallahan. Hallahan can turn. He hits a shot straight off. And
Putman in acres of space on his left-hand side shouting for it.
I think it actually hit Empire on the back and gone out of play. But there's another goal in Kings Lynn. Kings Lynn 0, Kettering 2. And Poole Town are still drawing 0-0 away to lowly Froome at the moment. So waiting for Gore. Gore's just not happy with the ball, so he's kicked it back to the referee. The referee just kicked this one off. We'll wait for another ball to come on, but definitely a feisty derby here at Holloways Park. We have played 25 minutes of this second half. It still remains Slough Town 0, Chesham 1. With that goal from Ryan Blake in the 34th minute, the only thing that separates the sides, as Gore will just take his time on this goal kick. Just lofts the ball forward, looking for Hales. Hales up against Hicks. Hicks does well to win the header. Heads it out in towards the path of Jepson. Jepson plays it to Fox. Fox inside his own half goes back to Jepson. Jepson with a long ball over the top, looking for Empire. It's come to Ujo. Ujo can't head the ball in play. Casey's done well to keep it in, but he's got it back to Ujo, and then Ujo says, I'll make sure the ball definitely goes out of play this time, and boots it straight out the ground. And the referee's just not happy with where it's going to be taken. Slough going to leave it for a long throw from Guy Hollis. They're sending forwards Dan Hicks.
I think it's going to be the first long throw from Slough in the match.
So Slough just waiting for Hollis just to wind it up. He plays it in. It's flicked on by Hicks. Gore comes rushing out and grabs the ball with Besson in attendance. Slough just with no one really by the ball.
Yeah, there's no one at the back post waiting for that flick on there.
No, and again, Gore with the kick forwards, again, just looking for Blake. Pushing the back, surely, by the referees. How can you not see that? Oh, this referee is poor. Gives the ball to Fox. Fox to Putman. Putman turns, trying to now release Hallahan down this side. Slough with the ball on the floor. Hallahan's got the ball, trying to release it into Empire. Empire's inside the penalty area. He's got his back to the goal. He's got it to Hallahan. Hallahan trying to shoot. Empire's trying to win the ball there. It's still in there. Hallahan trying to win, and then Chesham bring the ball out with Martin. Martin just trying to release the run of Blake, but Hollis will come over for Slough. Hollis clears the ball. Jepson first to the ball. Comes out to Fraser. Back towards Gockman. Gockman with a chance to play the ball down, trying to release Empire, but just behind him a little bit. Webb wins the ball. Oh, he gives the ball away straight in the midfield to Barry Hales. Hales just brushes his challenge off, but Webb's just trying to go back. Hales just carrying on, using his strength and his experience well. Releases Taylor. Taylor's just got in behind the Slough defence on that far hand side. He's up on the byline. He's got Fox in front of him. Still trying to go through. And I don't know what he was trying to do there, whether he was trying to shoot from an exceedingly acute angle, but he's played it out of the ground. And Besson is down for Chesham at the moment, inside the centre circle. So we're just waiting for see what goes on there.
I think as a result of the scramble on the edge of the Chesham box, about 5 players, about a yard of each other, all kicking and trying to get the ball away and trying to get shots off. Besson seems to come off the worse. But I don't think Slough players will be particularly concerned considering what's happened so far in this match.
No, so there's a little break in play here while Besant gets some treatment from the Chesham physio, and we'll just see if there's any other goals around. Not many more goals in the Southern Premier League at the moment, but a few more goals going in the Premier League. Hayes and Yedding have just equalised at home to Weston-super-Mare. That's not a local derby, is it? Why would you make poor old Weston-super-Mare travel all that way to Hayes and Yedding, who play at Woking? Surprisingly, that's a long way to come for a game. Milton Keynes Don are in the lead against Cardiff City. Hull City 2, Burnley 0. The clash of the two sides relegated from the Premier League last season. Bedford Town 1, AFC Rushden 2 is a score in the Central League. As Bessant's just making his way off the pitch now, so the game will restart in a second once the referee's happy that he's off the pitch. It looks like he's going to come straight off, and it looks like there'll be a straightforward substitution. Is he coming off? Yeah, there is a substitution there. And we'll just see who's come on. It's Joe Gator making his debut. Comes on for Besant. Ball's flicked on. Gator first touch of the ball. Falls to Hallahan. Hallahan just on the edge of the area. Brings the ball down well. Challenged there by Wilson. Wilson brings the ball back. Gypsum wins the ball back though for Slough. Gives the ball to Putman. Putman on that left hand side. He's got two players around him again. Still with, he needs a bit of help. Putman's still got the ball. He's going to try and cross the ball in. Flicks it in low. It's turned to Gockman, and Gockman can't control the ball. Gore does well to dive at his feet and grab the ball. And Gore hasn't had a lot to do, but when he's had to do it, he's done it right.
And he was being quick and alert to every situation in that penalty box.
Yeah, so Gore just drops the ball outside of his penalty, boots the ball down the field, then looking for Hales. Hales wins the ball, but only heads it as far as Webb. Webb flicking the ball on, looking for Putman, but cleared by Casey. Ball over the top, looking for the run of Ryan Blake, but Fox clears the ball up in the end, and the linesman said that Blake was offside, which is one of the strangest things, because Blake was nowhere near the ball. He was just running back and made Fox clear the ball. So very strange decision again by the officials here today, as Mark Scott gets the game back underway with another long kick forward. This is going to bounce. Oh, it hits Gockman just on his heels. Falls to Putman. Putman about 35 yards away from goal. Closed down by Taylor. Still got does well to go past him. He's still got two players with him though. He needs a little bit of help. Fox is that person. Just flows the ball over. Beaten to the ball for Gator with a good clearance. Flicked on towards Blake. Blake trying to release Barry Hales. Hales up in a foot race with Guy Hollis, but Guy Hollis wins that. Plays it back to the goalkeeper, Scott. Scott again trying to get Slough back underway. Flick the ball forwards. It's won by Little. Slough trying to win the ball in centre. Jepson with a foul yet again on Adam Martin.
Adam Martin's trying to claim he's got caught in the face there, but it wasn't in the face. Yeah,
I think
he quickly went to the floor and then got up again. He realised
it was kind of like it was a stooping header, wasn't it, to head the ball, and I think that's what Slough are claiming. They're surrounding the referee again now because they're not happy with the fact that Hicks has actually got his arm on the referee. He's got to be very, very careful. Slough players have now got the Chesham disease of surrounding the referee.
I think Hicks is trying to make sure the players stay away. He's the captain, so he'll talk to the referee, and Jepson's the one who's given the foul away. He's talking as well. But
it was clearly the fact that Adam Martin had stooped low to get the header, and then the referee claimed it was a high foot.
Yeah,
which bearing the ball. I mean, the ball was knee high, and Jepson will be in reception of a yellow card. And you've got to say that the referee here today has certainly had an impact of some kind on the game.
A couple of strange decisions, but
yeah, it looks like there might be another substitution on the far hand side for Chesham at the moment. They're just readying someone up on that side. The referee's not even got the game back underway yet, so we're still waiting. And I think Adam Martin's just departed the pitch to have a new shirt put on, or maybe a little bit of blood from somewhere. I think he's got a bloody nose. So the game will restart with Gator taking the free kick for Chesham, trying to find Hales in that far corner, but he can't keep the ball in. Slough will have a throw in. And it's just waiting for Slough to try and get back into the game. It is only 1-0. I've got 14 minutes left. Ball's with Jepson. Jepson does well. Goes past Wilson. Crunching challenge from Ujar. And Slough have a throw in, which Jepson's looking to try and take quickly. Slough just going to leave it for Sean Fraser to take, which allows Chesham to come back in numbers. So Fraser with the throw in by our commentary position. Ball's played over the top. Empire trying to flick the ball in. Curtis Ujar with the clearance. Only as far as Fraser. Fraser plays the ball into Jepson. Jepson falls it into Hallahan. Hallahan shoots! Oh, he's put it into the side netting. Very reminiscent of his volley in that game against Poole. He just waited for the ball to come down, volleyed it. Unfortunately, the wrong side of the goalpost for the Slough faithful. He just put it the other side into the kind of side netting at the top, wasn't it? But a good chance for Slough falling to the substitute.
Yeah, it was a good flick on by, I think, James Jepson. Just put it over the Chesham defence, and I think it was MP and Hallahan both of trying to get the shot. Hallahan did have it.
Yeah, so
just wide.
Gore gets the game back underway. It's one on by Fraser, and then Ujar with the first header. Only again as far as Fraser. Fraser just dinking the ball into the path of Gockman. Gockman's header's out towards Little. Jepson trying to... Oh my God, that is...
And he's claiming he's been kicked in the foot and holding his head, and it was just a very light push by Jepson.
Do you know, I haven't seen someone go down that easy since I saw the ladies on the Farnham Road one evening. That is, let's just say that Maddie Taylor's just got the slightest of touches there, and he's claiming that he's got caught on the ankle. He got pushed in the back.
Yeah, it was a very slight push, and he's claiming to be kicked, punched,
and again, Slough are just saying to the referee, what was the foul there? He's just not making himself very clear whatsoever with his decisions.
And Adam Martin has gone off, and Stephen Hamilton Forbes will come on, and it looks like
so Adam Martin's departed.
He's going to get treatment. He's run down the tunnel. I think he's going to get stitched up.
I think it's just a blooded nose, wasn't it? So we'll see how it goes. Gator will get the game back underway when the referee has finally decided that the game should start. So Gator will take the free kick for Chesham, just inside his own half. Again, looking for Hales. Ball's been left by Slough. Will go out of play for a throw in right in the corner flag. Slough just under a bit of pressure here at the moment. Clearly the Chesham midfield have had the better of this game so far and have given Chesham a deserved lead so far. The ball's cleared by Slough. Gators underneath it. Only as far as Empire trying to flick it to Jepson. Jepson flicks it on. Only as far as Liddell. Liddell just puts that ball out of play. Doesn't look like there's many goals from some of the other games in the Southern Premier League at the moment.
And Chesham are going to make another change as
it's Pearce that's coming off, and Sam Youngs will come on. So the final substitution for Chesham, with literally 10 minutes left of the game to play, and maybe Chesham are just trying to slow the game down and consolidate.
Pearce just taking his time to walk off here.
And I think that Dave Pearce has mostly been one of the best players on the pitch today.
I think definitely first half. I think second half possibly a little bit quiet. First half was creating plenty of chances, causing Slough Town all sorts of problems. And I think Slough will be happy he's gone off though.
So just a goal in the game, Chippenham versus Hungerford. Just as I say, there was nothing going on. Hungerford have equalised. So we're still waiting for the game to get back underway, with a long throw from Guy Hollis deep inside the Slough half. Still waiting for the referee to signal game on. They've played it quickly to Nathan Fox. Fox can bring the ball out of the Slough half. Plays it into the path of Putman. Putman with a bit of space this time. Immediately game closed down by two players. He's got the ball. He's up against Casey on that far hand side. Trying to go past both of them. Comes off. I thought it'd come off Casey, but it's come off Putman. And it will be a Chesham throw.
I think that was a worked throw in there. As everyone came over to his right hand side, really narrow, and throw in went across left hand side, and quickly Putman and Fox drifted out, trying to find that space, but it didn't quite work out.
I think you can clearly see that Chesham have realised that Putman's a danger for Slough, and every time Putman gets the ball, he's immediately got two players on him straight away. One being obviously the right back Casey, and then Wilson seems to be the one that comes over, or if it's not Wilson, it's been Taylor.
As we told you earlier, the big derby match between Weymouth and Dorchester gets a big attendance, and this year's 1,808 people there. Be the biggest in the league this year until probably playoff time.
Yeah, so Chesham have the ball. Again, looking for the run of goal scorer Blake. Hicks has got the ball. He's just pushed to the ground, surely. Slough have the ball. The two of them are still on the ground pushing. There's a lot of stuff going on there. The two of them are just tangled, and the referee will pull that back.
Just wrestling on the floor there.
And you've got to worry about... I just wonder if the referee today is the right referee for this game. He's... what's he going to do now? Because Slough clearly had the ball.
That's going to be a drop ball, isn't it? So.
Wilson, the Chesham captain's not too happy with what he's got, but Wilson will play the ball back to, and he's going to just kick it out so it's a dead ball goal, which a lot of Slough fans not too happy about, being as Slough did have the ball in open play. Slough will have the ball. It's going to be restarted with a goal kick from goalkeeper Mark Scott. It still remains here with literally 8 minutes to go. It's Slough 0, Chesham 1. As the ball's gone out of flow for a throw-in for Slough on the far-hand side, which Fox will take. Just waiting. Puts a long throw in towards Empire. Empire flicks it in towards Gockman. Gockman beats the ball by Liddell. Ball breaks in the midfield for Wilson. Wilson just trying to find Hales on that far-hand side. Hales up against Hicks. Hicks does well. Wins the battle. Brings the ball out. Gives it to Fox. Fox plays the ball into the middle for Webb. Webb under immediate bits of pressure. Gives Slough the ball with Hicks. Or Hicks just trying to... Too much there, and he almost lost the ball to Hamilton Forbes. Ball's now played for Putman. Putman with a little bit of space to run at. He's immediately got Taylor running back at him. He's gone past him. He's trying to get across him, but he's just caught that one on a bobble there, and it's gone out for a goal kick. But again, you see what every time Putman got the ball, it was the right back Casey, and then this time it was Taylor. A goal in the game for Bedworth. It's Bedworth 2, Leamington 0, and that's a turn up for the books there. Bedworth 23rd in the table, Leamington looking for promotion. And that's a bit of a turn up. We're still waiting for a ball to come in. There's I don't know what's going on. There's one there, but we'll wait and see. So Chesham are just going to restart the game with a Shane Gore goal kick if he can. The referee's just obviously not worried. Gore's just taking all the time in the world with this goal kick. Finally plays the ball forwards, looking for Blake. Hicks is underneath it. Hicks plays the ball forwards. It's cleared though by Gator, looking for the run of Blake, the scorer of the only goal. It's come through to Fraser. Fraser heads the ball forwards. Gockman trying to flick the ball on. Hallahan's got a chance to run at the Chesham defence here. He's going further away. He shoots great. Oh, he's hit the post, and he's hit it so hard. He's hit the post, and it's come all the way across the goal and gone out for a goal kick. What an effort by Hannah. I thought it was in.
It's going right top hand corner and just about hit the post on just the wrong side.
Gore was beaten. I mean, he's hit it from about 20-25 yards, and he's hit it and let the power of the ball just put it through it. Gore would have never have got anywhere near if it had just been that little bit lower.
It was the inside of the post. If it had been an inch further left, it would have bounced off the post and gone in, but unfortunately it's just spun off and just gone across goal.
I'm not sure. Is that a dog or a rabbit that they've got in front of us?
I think it's a dog.
It looks like a dog with bat's ears on it. I don't know. So it still remains Slough 0, Chesham 1. Slough trying to get back in the game. Empire trying to flick the ball forwards. Kicked on by Gator towards Blake. Blake hits it only as far as Hollis. Hollis gives it to Fox. Fox up again towards Putman. Again, Putman immediately got two players on him, trying to find Fox, but Fox had stopped his run, and it's out for a throw-in on that far-hand side. And again, Chesham in no hurry whatsoever to take that. And again, Hallahan just trying to win that game for Slough with a fantastic effort that no one was expecting, was they?
It's two fantastic shots.
And there's going to be a yellow card here for the Chesham player. I don't think it is Casey. It's not Casey. It's the midfielder.
Taylor then.
It's Taylor that's going to get a yellow card for time wasting.
I know, he's just talking to referees, wasting a bit more time.
Because he had the ball for the throw-in, and he had that for a good minute or so. Didn't throw the ball on, so the referee's booking him for time wasting. And Slough just waiting. We've got 3.5 minutes plus whatever the referee will add on as Taylor finally takes this throw. Long throw. Hicks wins the first header for Slough. Underneath it is Hamilton Forbes. It's come off him. It's going to be a Slough throw. And Slough just trying to get back into this game with not long left at all. Slough have a long throw which Hollis will take on that far hand side, a few yards away from the away dugout, just trying to get Slough deep into the position. Fraser's come wide just in case it comes his way. It's gone long towards Empire. Empire flicks the ball on through. Hallahan and Gockman misjudge it. The ball comes through to Gore. Gore with the clearance for Chesham. Only as far as Nathan Webb, but he can't control it. It's come to Hales. Hales just controls the ball well, plays it into the path of Blake. Blake just turns, stops, trying to release Hamilton Forbes. Hamilton Forbes as well to keep the ball on. Goes past Hollis as if he's not there. Puts the ball into the middle. Hicks comes across and defends for Slough. Young's in the penalty area for Chesham, but Slough bring the ball out here with Fox. Fox just trying to play it in through MP. MP wins that first ball. Does well to win the second ball. Wins his own tackle. Gockman and Little slide. Oh, and that is... I can't see what's going on there, but Gockman and Little are both slid, very much similar to that Adam Martin Ryan Case tackle. Little's down on the field injured, but apparently he doesn't need... He's rolling around injured, but he doesn't need treatment.
I'm not sure Gockman touched him very hard there. He was slightly late, but he pulled out.
Yet again, Chesham fans, Chesham players all around the referee, clamouring for a card, and he's back to his feet. It's a miracle.
He had a broken ankle a second ago. Now he's fine.
He's fine. He was rolling around on his back, and now he's fine. So the game will start, and Chesham will have a free kick just inside the D of the centre circle, inside their own half. Gator it is, making his debut for Chesham. Will take it. Long ball into the far corner where Hales is. It's come underneath for Hales up against Fox. It's come off Fox. It's going to be a throw in to Chesham. I don't see why Fox is hanging on to the ball. Give it back to them because you need them to take it quickly. A late goal. Merthyr have conceded. It's Merthyr 0, Cirencester 1. And another goal in the game. Kings Lynn 0, Kettering 3. As it's going to be waiting for a long throw on the far hand side to come in from Taylor. Just takes it short though, this time towards Blake. Blake's immediately closed down by Webb. Webb has won the ball. He's come off Slough player for. It's going to be a throw in on the far. And there's a pushing over there, and it's all going off in that far hand corner. People are running in from miles away.
So I think it's Blake and Fox. I think as Fox is on the ground.
No, Fox was the one that had the ball kicked. I think it's Hicks.
Well, it's definitely Blake. I think as he got up, Hicks was still on the ground. He's kicked out at him. I don't know what's happened there, but it's.
We'll wait to see what the referee, Mr. Ainsko, does. He's
right
been a very busy man.
It's right in front of the linesman, and he would have seen.
And the Chesham players just kicked the ball away to the halfway line.
Well, I think Chesham have already had their name crossed off next year's Christmas card list. That is. Yeah,
we're still waiting for the ref. The referee hasn't actually. He's just having a conversation with his linesman on that far hand side, but it clearly looked like Hicks was the player down on the ground, and Blake was the player with him. What actually went on, we couldn't really see because obviously
Blake definitely kicked out. It may have been a stamp. I'm not sure, but he definitely kicked out.
So just wait for the referee to decide what's going on that far hand corner. We're still no decision yet. There will be plenty of time added on in this game. At the moment, we are in the 45th minute now, but it's going to be a fair bit of time to be added on. Still no decisions at the moment. There's a yellow card for Blake and a yellow card for the Slough player, which in theory it might actually be Jepson. Is it not Jepson? Who's that? I can't see who it is.
It's right in the opposite corner to us. It's hard to see.
Yeah, I think it may be is Webb that's got the yellow card. And it's still going on. The referee and linesman are still talking at the moment. So we're not sure if I think that's going to be the end of it. It is. So Slough, well, I don't know what he's still giving a throw.
He's giving a Chesham throw, I think.
So yeah, we think it's going to be a Chesham throw in that far hand corner. Looks like 2 yellow cards were given. Looks like Webb and Blake were the 2 recipients of those yellow cards, as people just decide to leave and can't see what's going on.
He's going out for a Slough goal kick.
Slough have a goal kick. There you go. So Mark Scott places the ball down. There can't be much longer to add on. It's going to be whatever the referee adds on. As he put long ball forwards, it's going to be flicked on. It's Slough won a free kick for a foul by Curtis Uja on Empire, and the Slough fans look to be a little bit dispersed behind the goal. They're finally making some noise. Can Slough get a late equaliser in this game, very much like they did in the home game earlier this season?
Slough pushing players forward. Gockman's definitely joined front 3 now.
Hicks has gone forwards. It's going to be a free kick on the far hand side from Putman.
Putman's
just put in the ball into the area. Empire's come through. It's cleared. It's come through. It's hit. It's been deflected, and Gore can save the ball. Is it a corner? No, Gore's just dived on the ball. Good shot there. I think it was from Nathan Webb. It hit a Chesham player, and Gore does well to grab the ball and stop it from going out for a corner. He's got a chance to clear the ball long. Fraser's underneath it for Slough. Gives the ball to Hollis. Hollis going to look on the far-hand side for the runner, Putman. Putman up against Casey, but Casey first to the ball. Long ball into the box. Barry Hales does well to win the header. And then a chance, it's come through to Blake. Blake's got a one-on-one with the goalkeeper. He's trying to place it through. Great in. He couldn't flick it past Scott. And now Scott's going to try and release the game for Slough. Slough trying to get forward. Gockman, his shirt's being pulled there. How can you not see that, referee? The linesman on this side is clearly blind. But the ball's with Youngs. Youngs will give the ball to Hales. Hales just stopping the game, trying to release the oncoming rush of Youngs. Youngs is inside the penalty area. He's going to turn into the corner.
He's just going to hold up now and waste a bit of time.
And he's just trying to run into the corner at the moment. I can't actually see what's going on. I think the ball's gone out of play.
Slough throw.
It's a Slough throw.
But Nathan Fox did really well to pressure Blake as he was through one on goal, and just stopped him from getting a clear shot away. But
I mean, it's clearly in front of the linesman here on this near-hand side. Gockman clearly having his shirt was fouled. Somehow, someone's just given Jepson the man of the match. I don't know what game he's been watching, but Chesham played the ball forward for Hales. Hales is in the corner again. It's come out off him. It's going to be a Slough throw. Slough just still trying to get into this game. We're in the 49th minute here. Ball's played forward. Empire's underneath it. He can't win the ball. It's come off him. It's still going on. Webb's adjudged to have fouled. And you've got to say that the referee is letting some exceedingly soft fouls go here.
Considering some of the pushing and pulling we've had earlier in the game, the ones he has given have been very, very soft.
It's going to be a free kick to Chesham, though. They're about 35 yards away from the Slough goal. Full time in Frome. Frome nil, Poole nil. So could that be costly for the league leaders? As Little takes the free kick, looking for Hamilton Forbes. It's been headed out by Slough as far as Webb. Webb's immediately closed down by Matty Taylor. Ball comes through, looking for Putman. It's come through to Casey. Casey with the clearance long, looking for Hales. Ball come out to Fox. Fox for Slough, immediately closed down by Hales. Hales does really well. They're using his power and experience to win the ball back for Chesham. Then plays the ball over the top, looking for the runner Blake. Blake's got goal side, but Hicks has had to come back. Hicks just defending well. It's won the goal kick. And Slough trying to get the game back in again with Mark Scott trying to get the game back up the field. Scott with the long kick forwards. It's a poor kick. It's touched away by Wilson. It's come through to Blake. Blake's got a chance to run at Hicks. Hicks does well with the defending. Come through to Webb. Webb's playing the ball into the path of Gockman. Gockman's had to go back to Fraser. Fraser with a pull down, only as far as Wilson. Wilson's done really well. I mean, that is never a foul. He's given a foul against Chesham.
Sam Youngs was pulling Gockman back there, making sure he couldn't get the ball. It was definitely a foul.
Wilson had clearly won the ball in the first place, so there's no need for it.
Yeah, but Youngs has definitely pulled Gockman back.
So Slough have a free kick. It looks like they're going to leave it for Mark Scott. Looks like Chesham are Slough going to make a substitution on this far hand side. They're going to send on Justin Clayton. Sean Fraser is coming off. Slough, obviously, they've got this free kick. They're obviously going to send Clayton forwards to try and get a late chance for a goal.
And Biggleswade have gone 5-2 up against St Neots.
Yeah, Clayton's going forwards for this free kick for Slough, which Mark Scott will take. It's 3 or 4 yards inside the Chesham half. Scott needs to put a decent ball in here. Ball's played in long. It's aimed at the far post. It's a free header. It's been pushed over by Shane Gore. What a good header.
I think it was Clayton with the header. Shane Gore just
Shane Gore with a fantastic save there with the goal. Mark Scott has come forwards for this corner on the far hand side. Putman will take it. Is it going to be like Stratford, where Mark Scott almost got the touch for the goal? Slough got everyone inside it. It's going to be an outswinging corner from Lewis Putman. Mark Scott's being marked by Sam Youngs. The ball's been played in. It flicks on at the near post. It's come through. It's come behind. It's going to get cleared in. It's out for another corner. It's a goal kick. And Mark Scott jogs back to his position as in goal. We are in the 52nd minute of this second half. Gore taking his time with this goal kick. It is Slough Town 0, Chesham 1. Clayton's playing as a fourth striker or a fifth striker. I don't know how many Slough are playing up front with at the moment. But could Chesham be on for their second away win in the league this season? Gore kicks it long. The referee got Hollis is underneath it for Slough. It's come through to Blake. Blake's on a foot race with Fox. Blake's still got the ball. Scorer of the only goal. He's placed it into the path of Hales. Hales shoots. He's hit the post. An open goal. And Slough clear up towards Jepson. Jepson turns into danger. Slides, loses the ball to Hamilton Forbes. Gives it back to Blake. Blake fires over. And Slough quickly have the ball thrown on. That is the final whistle here at Holloways Park. Chesham have come away on this Boxing Day derby with the spoils. It's Slough Town 0, Chesham 1. The only goal of the game coming in the 34th minute by Ryan Blake with a very good header from a Dave Pearce cross. And maybe the second half didn't really live up to much in Slough's favour.
It was definitely not a boring second half, we can put it that way. So plenty going on, not necessarily for the right reasons. Yeah,
and you maybe would question the judgment of who put this referee in charge of the game. I think he's made a few terrible mistakes along with some of his other officials to both sides. You know, it's not just against Slough because Slough lost. He's made some very poor decisions, given away some soft free kicks and let some rather more energetic free kicks go unpunished.
Yeah, he's
would you say?
A very young referee. one thing I would say good about him, he hasn't been intimidated by the players at all.
And it's not nice to see both sides have done it today, but both sides have surrounded the referee on occasions, arguing their decisions. It's not the right thing to do at all, and hopefully we won't see it again. But the Slough fans and players are just a little bit dejected as they stroll off. Looks like the Chesham players are just going to stay on the pitch a little bit. As the Chesham captain just has a chat with the referee as well.
James Jepson was given man of the match. I think that's a bit questionable. I think I would have given it to Hollis or Hicks. I think. I don't know about you.
I honestly can't. I honestly can't understand whoever gave the man of the match decision why they would give it to Jepson at all. But there you go. So it's finished here on this Boxing Day game. It's Slough 0, Chesham 1, and Slough will finish this year on a dejected down note.
Yep, we'll be looking to kick off again in the new year on the 2nd of January against Hungerford away. Hopefully start 2016 better than we end 2015. Yeah, 2016 going to be hopefully a big year for the Rebels, with hopefully the fact that they're going to move into the new ground. So why not be part of that revolution, as it's been called, and come down to some Slough games. If not, have a good new year, and we will see you all soon on hopefully on the 2nd. If not, the next home game is against Kettering. So until then, have a great new year. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Goodbye.